You gonna eat your cornbread?
Stop. Don't say nothing.
You talking to me?
Yeah, I think he's talking to you.
Do you support reparations for black people?
Well, listen.
She is not black.
We have got to recognize that and do something about that and give folks a lift up. That's why, for example, I'm proposing the Lift Act. Give people who are making $100,000 or less as a family a tax credit.
She is not black.
Which will benefit and uplift 60% of black families who are in poverty.
Congratulations to these men being sent of the week for their bad behavior and deceiving black folks for political gain.
Yes, my 2 cents matter. But the first thing I want to say is, are you really endorsing Kamala Harris for president? I am not a Democrat and I am not a Republican. But what I am is a logical thinking person. Kamala Harris wasn't a vice president. I mean, I almost forget she vice president. I'm going to tell you my 3 no's. Number 1, she a woman. And I am just not for a woman president. That's just my views, and that's where I'm staying. Number 2, she is the weakest vice president in the history of America. Okay? Number 3 is she's a part of AKA. Those organizations have their own agendas. It's just a no. No, because she's a no. Kamala Harris absolutely not president of the United States. Okay, this is to the AKA that keeps inboxing me about my comment on Kamala Harris. Number 1, if you're African American, the Boule Greek organization, Talented 10 are your problem. When you're in a work environment and can't get ahead, it's because of them. If you in church and you getting a snub, it's because of them. If you anywhere socially and they around each other, they are your problem. And I don't care if you walk through the sand, the earth, the desert, the lake. I really don't care what made you bind together. I don't need to join an organization to be where I'm at, and I'm an executive in what I do. Okay? So back off and move on. She's not competent to be president.
Hit that like button and share this stream if you're not a beta male. Men, are you dealing with issues like this? Took a step.
Some black men are interested in voting for her, and then you have other black men who are not. I talked about that extensively in a video on my channel, how black men are turning their back on Kamala Harris. And such is the case for a brother like this.
Dear black men, please remain strong. There's going to be a pressure on us to vote Democratic and for us to endorse Kamala Harris. Do not fall for the symbolism. Do not fall for the chucks and pearls. As black men, our vote is highly needed. And there's already talk about black men can't be trusted to vote for Kamala Harris. Well, you're exactly right. We're not falling for the you're not black if you don't vote for Joe Biden. We're going to logically make an informed decision. Kamala Harris has already went on record saying she would not pass any bills or laws that would directly benefit African Americans. So black men, let's be very careful. Let's be able to deal with the criticism. Let's be able to deal with being called sellouts. Let's be able to deal with being called racist. Because right now, The Democratic Party needs our vote for Kamala Harris to be president. And they're already saying we can't be trusted. Well, you're right. We can't be trusted. We're going to make an informed decision. Kamala Harris, sit down. What are you willing to do for the black race other than falsely represent us as a black woman with chucks and pearls in your sorority? Black men, it's finna get hard. We are under attack, but we must remain strong.
But then,
Harris is not the answer. Book of session. Harris is not the answer. Book of session.
You mean to tell me that the possible first black female president, her primary message, her platform is to promote the very thing that was meant to wipe out our race? That's what she's running on?
What do you mean by that?
Into law.
1 Kamala, 2 Kamala, 3 Kamala, whoa. Which candidate you endorse? Fried chicken to jerk sauce. Chopsticks to rice off. President is on the menu. Now you got some black in you. Willie Brown, see that's irrelevant. Montel Williams said you were celibate.
Yes, I know. There needs to be outreach and inclusion.
And certainly you could become the first Indian senator in U.S. history, which would be quite an accomplishment.
Not good.
You could become the first Indian senator in U.S. history, which would be quite an accomplishment.
Not good.
First Indian vice president.
Yes, I know.
And so black women's intelligence. She's not like us. Where's your lineage? Half Jamaican and half Indian. Around us, she black pretending.
Yes, I know.
Tulsi Gabbard had you fidgeting.
Senator Harris says she's proud of her record as a prosecutor and that she'll be a prosecutor president, but I'm deeply concerned about this record. There are too many examples to cite, but she put over 1,500 people in jail for marijuana violations and laughed about it when she was asked if she ever smoked marijuana.
have you ever smoked?
I have.
Like
And I inhale. I did inhale.
She kept people in prison beyond their sentences to use them as cheap labor for the state of California.
You actually locked anybody up?
No, we never locked anybody up.
Lying ass bitch. Sister girl, she repositioning all the black men in prison them. What about Matrice Richardson? Black man on death row found innocent. You fake as a pink iguana. You the female version Obama.
Yes, I know.
Banging Snoop, blow marijuana. You take after your white mama.
Yes, I know.
You'll have white Jamaican father.
Yes, I know.
Celebrating Kwanzaa. Every year, our family would, and our extended family, we would gather around.
You ain't celebrating no Kwanzaa.
Yes, I know.
All the black women support you. They projecting, this is why they endorse you.
Yes, I know.
Their self-worth is cracked. Identify what you know and you ain't black. Only reason to vote, you saying that. Say the hell with your people, it's all cap.
Yes, I know.
Reparations, you heard her, she like, aw. Give something only to black people?
No. So I'm not going to sit here and say I'm going to do something that's only going to benefit black people. No.
The 44,000 of y'all, short the 42 million who didn't call. What I'm saying, it's all facts.
Democrats do not want to talk about Kamala Harris policies. This is a rabbit hole. They want to play the race card to distract. I'm voting for Trump because I want a secure border. I want low prices. I don't like inflation. On the other hand, you got Kamala Harris, Edward, who wants open border, who wants to eliminate ICE, who compares ICE with the KKK. I don't like those policies, but they insult the intelligence of every black American because they're asking black Americans to vote based on skin color.
Don't give them nothing, just tell her skin is black.
Skin is black.
And you ain't black. Black race.
Around us, she black pretending.
Yes, I know.
Tulsi Gabbard had you fidgeting.
Senator Harris says she's proud of her record as a prosecutor and that she'll be a prosecutor president, but I'm deeply concerned about this record. There are too many examples to cite, but she put over 1,500 people in jail for marijuana violations and laughed about it when she was asked if she ever smoked marijuana.
Have you ever smoked?
I have.
Like
And I inhale. I did inhale.
She kept people in prison beyond their sentences to use them as cheap labor for the state of California.
You actually locked anybody up?
No, we never locked anybody up.
Lying ass bitch. Sister girl, she repositioning all the black men in prison them. What about Matrice Richardson? Black man on death row found innocent. You fake as a pink iguana. You the female version Obama.
Yes, I know.
Banging Snoop, blow marijuana. You take after your white mama.
Yes, I know.
You'll have white Jamaican father.
Yes, I know. Celebrating Kwanzaa. Every year, our family would, and our extended family, we would gather around.
You ain't celebrating no Kwanzaa.
Yes, I know.
All the black women support you. They projecting, this is why they endorse you.
Yes, I know.
Their self-worth is cracked. Identify what you know and you ain't black. Only reason to vote, you saying that. Say the hell with your people, it's all cap.
Yes, I know.
Reparations, you heard her, she like, aw. Give something only to black people?
No. So I'm not going to sit here and say I'm going to do something that's only going to benefit black people. No.
The 44,000 of y'all, short the 42 million who didn't call. What I'm saying, it's all facts.
Democrats do not want to talk about Kamala Harris policy. This is a rabbit hole. They want to play the race card to distract. I'm voting for Trump because I want a secure border. I want low prices. I don't like inflation. On the other hand, you got Kamala Harris, Edward, who wants open border, who wants to eliminate ICE, who compares ICE with the KKK. I don't like those policies, but they insult the intelligence of every black American because they're asking black Americans to vote based on skin color.
Don't give them nothing, just tell her her skin is black.
Skin is black.
No.
And
you ain't black.
Skin is black.
No. Kamala.
Skin is black.
No. Her skin is black.
Skin is black.
No.
You ain't black. Skin is black.
No. Her skin is
Skin is black.
No. Her skin is
Skin is black.
No. Her skin is
Skin is black.
And you ain't black. 1 Kamala, 2 Kamala, 3 Kamala, whoa. You don't support us, we don't vote. We stand on business and we spoke. Reparations, we heard you, you said no. 1 Kamala, 2 Kamala, 3 Kamala, whoa. Which candidate you endorse? Fried chicken to jerk sauce. Chopsticks to rice sauce. Black men, we say no to Kamala Harris. You can't come over here and pretend like you one of us. 1 minute you Indian, 1 minute you Asian. Nah, just be that. That's who you get to vote for you.
Skin is black.
Yeah.
Skin is black.
Yeah.
Skin is black.
You can't run on.
Skin is black. Say I'm going to do something that's only going to benefit black people? No.
And you ain't black.
Do you support reparations for black people?
So I'm not going to sit here and say I'm going to do something that's only going to benefit black people? No.
Okay, I see what you is. Bitch, you played yourself. I'm sorry. Played yourself. Bitch, you had a chance.
I, Kamala Harris, am your Democrat candidate for president because Joe Biden finally exposed his senility at the debate. Thanks, Joe. I was selected because I am the ultimate diversity hire. I'm both a woman and a person of color. So if you criticize anything I say, you're both sexist and racist. I may not know the first thing about running the country, but remember, that's a good thing if you're a deep state puppet. I had 4 years under the tutelage of the ultimate deep state puppet, a wonderful mentor, Joe Biden. Joe taught me rule number 1, carefully hide your total incompetence. I take insignificant things and I discuss them as if they're significant. And I believe that exploring the significance of the insignificant is in itself significant. Talking about the significance of the passage of time. right? The significance of the passage of time. So when you think about it, there is great significance to the passage of time, and there is such great significance to the passage of time. Another trick is trying to sound black. I pretend to celebrate Kwanzaa, and in my speeches, I always do my best Barack Obama impression. So hear me when I say, I know Donald Trump's tight. And okay, look, maybe my work addressing the root causes of the border crisis were catastrophic, but my knowledge of international politics is truly shocking.
The United States shares a very important relationship, which is an alliance with the Republic of North Korea. It is an alliance that is strong and enduring.
And just remember, when voting this November, it is important to see what can be unburdened by what has been. And by what has been, I mean Joe Biden. Do you think the country went to shit over the past 4 years? You ain't seen nothing yet.
Until November, we got more questions. You got more questions, but I tell you, if you have a problem figuring out whether you're for me or Trump, and you ain't black.
Hit that like button and share this stream if you're not a beta male.
When men fail to lead, the children rebel and the women take over.
Fall comes to us in its own time. Finders keepers, losers we.
Fire for your mind. Culture clinician.
If it ain't seven, it ain't culture. Heaven and hell, that's what they told you. Real men put the strap down and we can toss them. Young heads picking back up and young dolphins. This is our culture. Now we talking kosher. Clinician, masculinity issues. Absent fathers who miss you. Mama drama don't kiss you. All a part of the ritual. This is how they get you. Separate the men, women clipping babies pretend to. Damn. Lovers, haters acting like vultures. If it ain't seven, it ain't kosher. If it ain't kosher, ain't right, gotta divorce us. If it ain't seven, it ain't kosher. If it ain't kosher, ain't right, gotta divorce us. If it ain't seven, it ain't kosher. If it ain't kosher, ain't right, gotta divorce us. This is kosher condition. 7 wonders, the whole world gotta listen. This is kosher condition. 7 wonders, the whole world gotta listen. This is kosher condition. 7 wonders, the whole world gotta listen. This is kosher condition. 7 wonders, the whole world gotta listen. Listen. Listen.
All right, guys. Thank you for listening. Can you guys hear me? If you can hear me, hit 1. If you can hear me, hit 1. If you guys can hear me, hit 1. If you can hear me, hit 1. If you can hear me, we're about to get deep into the show on today, guys. I really appreciate you guys tuning in, and we're gonna kill the game this evening. But guys, we're in perilous times. All right, hold on. Say you can't hear me. All right. Can y'all hear me? If you can hear me, hit 1. Can barely hear me. All right, hold on. All right, let me turn this off. All right, hold tight, guys. Give me 1 minute, and we're gonna get deep into it. But guys, we're in perilous times as American guys. We are in perilous times. And we are in times that test the souls of men. We are in times that test the souls of men. Politics always cause people to be in a contentious state. Politics always cause people to get in their feelings because politics is part of psychology, but also politics is part of mental manipulation. And you know, guys, because I am the kosher clinician, I created a term called a psychomorph. We're going to talk about it deeply on today. But in the meantime, I need you guys to share this stream. I need you guys to donate to the channel. Putting together content takes hours. It took me hours all last night putting this show together. If you guys like what I'm doing, don't let Through the Fire podcast, the Gregory Scotlands of the world, the Top Guns be the only one to donate. Because I take great risk doing these shows because it's not political expedient. But I do it, guys, because I am a clarion caller. I am a purveyor of truth. I believe in trying to more or less convey and correlate knowledge to the brotherhood, but also traditional black women that are consistent in trying to build what is a faltering black community. But we're going to get into it, guys, because psychomorphs are dangerous. Psychomorphs are Boule negroes. Psychomorphs are Boule negroes. And I created that term because the word psyche or psycho or psyche means mind, but these people are psycho, and they morph by using what's called political gaslighting to get your vote every year. They always morph, and many of them are cosplays like Kamala Harris. She is a cosplay. And listen, politics or politician means to influence. So they psychologically manipulate you because they think that you're stupid. They don't think that you can think. They think they're smarter than you because they are elites or they're being controlled by elites. And these Boule Negroes, many of them are what I call overseers. They are Boule overseers, and they tell black folks how to think. But the problem is, these Boule Negroes are ignorant, many of them. They don't understand how oligarchs work. They don't understand that they are just something to be used and discarded if they get out of line. And that's why I can never be under any damn body. Nobody tells kosher what to do. Kosher is a free-thinking intellectual. Kosher does what kosher wants to do. Kosher can respect your opinion, and kosher can love you as a brother or sister, but you will not damn tell kosher what to do, because kosher is a warrior. I'm a warrior. I do what I want to do. I'm a self-made man. I don't tap dance for nobody. I never have and I never will. I'll die being a warrior. I will die standing firm and damn standing 10 toes down in what I believe in. And if you think you're going to try to damn change me and make me think differently, you will severely get your feelings hurt. I'm a diplomat, and I'm a purveyor of truth. I was born to be a leader. It's always been inside of me. I'm fiery. I'm passionate about what I believe in, and I cannot be controlled. And like I say, I don't live by the zodiac because it's divination, but it's some truth to it. Leos are dominant forces to be reckoned with. We bow to no man. We don't feel that there's no man greater than King Leo. So once again, guys, we're going to get deep into this conversation because I have a serene love for the brotherhood. And guys, we have crossed over the 10,000 threshold. I have put up 1,000 videos. Can you guys believe that I, the kosher clinician, have created 1,000 videos since January of 2021? And it's been very hard, very arduous, very tedious. And I want to thank all the brothers that have donated to me, have supported me in my mission for heteronormative masculinity. I want to thank all the brothers that have been there for me on this painstaking mission. Content creation is hard. Content creation takes a lot of skill. Content creation takes a lot of wherewithal. Content creation takes a lot of brilliance. Content creation takes people knowing their audience and giving them the best outcomes that can help them become better people. And I'm noticing now that some of my viewers are women. And I'm grateful for that, because I'll say this and stand on it. There are some women that are waking up. Black women are waking up. There's a percentage of black women that are sick of this nonsense, and they are beginning to open their eyes. They're tired of Boule magic. They're tired of Boule Negroes. They are tired of cognitive dissonance. They are tired of the nonsense because they can see the writing on the wall. America is in trouble. America is at a crossroad. America is in crisis. And if we continue on the trajectory that we're continuing on now, because we would rather be silent instead of raising our voices and telling the truth, then you yourself deserve what you get. Because when the barbarians come at the door, when the barbarians come into your neighborhood, then how shall you be able to stand on that dreadful, and I mean dreadful, day? But in the meantime, I want to thank once again all the people that have shown love and support. Shout out to my man Through the Fire podcast, always showing me love and support. I appreciate it, brother. Through the Fire said, Kamala is the devil. Why do you think she laughs like that? Yes, I totally agree with you, brother. She's a wicked woman. She knows black women fall for anything. She understands the destructive nature of black women. Black women destroy and never cultivate. And we know that sadly there are more like that than are not like that. But however, there is a remnant. There's a remnant of black women that are raising their voices. There's a remnant of black women that are beginning to say enough is enough. There's a remnant of black women that say, I see the chicanery and the manipulation of Kamala Harris. I see the chicanery and the wickedness of the Democratic Party. I see the chicanery and the wickedness of those that say that they are purveyors of truth. No different than some of these weak black preachers, because let me tell you something. I grew up Church of God in Christ Pentecostal Holiness. One of the preachers in my neighborhood is a well-known preacher, Bishop Wooden, a very well-known pastor. And I don't agree 100% with Bishop Wooden, but I do love him and I do respect him. And I'm sure he won't agree 100% with me, but that's neither here nor there. I would agree at least with 90% or more of what he say. And I respect him for his position and his stand. And so this, like, you got Boule negroes that are simps. You got GLO brothers that are masculine men. Every man that's under GLO is not a simp. There are some masculine GLOs that are voting for Trump. There are some masculine GLOs that will not compromise their position. But then there are some that are in the valley of decision. Some are on the fence. And so when you begin to tell the truth, when you begin to become a clarion caller, when you begin to lift your voice, it becomes a problem. And then you got preachers that tell the truth, like Apostle Alton Brown, but then you got others like Bishop Shear that are part of or more or less have been influenced by the Boule, because what the Boule did, which they are the buffer class, they also encouraged the church to more or less push agendas. But everybody is not falling for that nonsense because they're sick of it and they see where we are going as a country, and they understand that we continue on the trajectory that we're continuing, that our country will continue to fall, and I mean fall severely. So once again, I grew up in the Pentecostal church. Do I live the faith like I did in my 20s? No. Do I need to repent in some areas? Yes. Am I complicit in some areas? If I don't change, I could be eternally lost? Yeah. I'm honest. But at the end of the day, I'm an honest man, unlike so many. These buffer class Negroes sell you Boule biscuits. They will sell you Boule biscuits, but they never deliver. And what they're doing is psychological manipulation. It's called psychomorphism. Psychomorphism, that's a term that I created because I am the kosher clinician. I am a licensed therapist, and I heal in the greatest state in the Union, the Tar Heel state. But you got psychomorphs. That's what these men are, psychomorphs. The concept is called psychomorphology, and you have been psychomorphed, and the process is psychomorphism. That's brilliant, guys, if I must say, and that is extremely deep. Because a lot of Negroes have been influenced by psychomorphism. They've been influenced by psychomorphs, and they continue to do the same thing over and over and over again because they have thinking errors consistent with cognitive distortion and or cognitive minimization. And you can show them the evidence over and over and over again because they are so blinded by the truth, because they are so delusional, because they don't want to hear what you're saying. You can show them evidence and they will still deflect and fight you because they have severe cognitive dissonance. Cognitive dissonance is a cacophony going on inside their heads because they cannot hear the truth. They will not hear the truth. You can show them the truth and they will fight it damn tooth and nail because they will rather be ignorant than to hear the truth. But in the meantime, shout out to my man Gregory Scotland, day one, always showing love and support. I got nothing but love for Brother Gregory Scott, and I appreciate it. And Brother Gregory, I got a special show planned for you, man. I got a special one planned just for you, Gregory Scotland. Return of the Prize Catcher. Why men should never bow in relationships. Return of the Prize Catcher is coming to a theater near you. So Gregory, get ready because I got a powerful show. You're right, Geno Jennings too. That's true. All right. Welcome to the Terror Dome. These hyena black women just completely been disrespectful in their attacks on thought-provoking black men. They fail to understand that there are more men who ask questions now. Yes, and there are more women, Brother Gregory, that begin to ask questions because they're sick of the nonsense. And Gregory Scotland, because of your love offering and your kindness. Don't let Gregory be the only one, guys. Gregory Scotland is the #1 sponsor of this stream. right, guys. We're about to go down the rabbit hole. Gregory Scotland's the #1 sponsor of the stream. Yes, the prize catching series, no doubt. Shout out to Red Black Falls with that 5. I have finished reading the Black. Hold tight. He said, I have finished reading The Black Bourgeoisie by E. Franklin Frazier and The Black Anglo-Saxon by Dr. Nathaniel Hill. They warned us over 60 years ago. Yes, thank you, brother. Yes, sir. Thank you, brother. These are Boule Negroes. They think y'all are stupid. They think they are damn smarter than you. They're part of the global elites. They don't give a damn about black masculinity. They don't care about black conservatism. They don't care about the black family. They don't care about nothing. The only thing they care about is power. And I'm going to prove it to you guys on today that the black Boule is real. I got family members that not are high-ranking Boule, but they're in the Boule. I got friends as well, brothers that I love and respect. But I'm not talking about this regular GLOs. I'm talking about the top tier ranking GLOs. And we're going to talk about it in a minute. Shout out again for Red Black Falls, brother. Thank you, sir. And I'm going to show you guys what I'm saying. So, guys, we're about to go down the rabbit hole. If you're ready, hit 1 because we're about to go down the rabbit hole. This is going to be a powerful show. I promise you, this is going to be a mind-bending show. But in the meantime, if you're not a member of the channel, go ahead and subscribe. But also, guys, I'm about to start a Patreon. I'm about to start a Rumble account because around political times you have to be careful. I heard Brother Dre say his channel got taken down. Shout out to Dre if he's listening. And so, guys, I'm going to be doing those things to protect what I'm trying to do. Once again, guys, I have 1,000 videos that I have created. I have created over 1,000 videos. I've done it all by myself. No help. No editing. Many times, guys, I work through the wee hours of the night to bring you guys quality content because I care about you and I care about traditional masculinity, which is fading away. What you guys don't realize, what you're getting in me is a licensed clinical therapist that's a masculine therapist. I am rare. I'm a rare commodity. And so if you like what I'm doing, continue to show love like the Orange Peel nurse, Gregory Scotland, and many others because people get mad when you tell the truth. People get mad because they have severe cognitive dissonance. They would rather believe a lie than to really believe the truth. They would rather let their ego stop them from hearing the truth because they don't want to change. And that's fine. You cannot waste your time with ignorant Negroes. You can't waste your time trying to prove your worth to some of these modern women and some of these weak simp men that I'm going to talk about in a minute, Hogan Head Martin and many others, because these men, guys, these men are the simps of the weak. Congratulations to these men being simps of the weak for their bad behavior and deceiving black folks for political gain. So these men, guys, are part of the matrix. The matrix or the machine is highly organized. But then also, guys, simps of the weak stands for the men that we're going to talk about today. There are Boule bandits. They're robbers. They're stealers. They sell you dreams and give you empty delivery. They specialize in victimization. They specialize in trauma. They specialize in all things that will keep black people on the plantation. And when you stand up with a loud voice and tell the truth, they get mad because a lot of these Boules, like I said, I got family members that are, in it. You got a damn tap dance to get a job. But thank God I didn't have to tap dance. Thank God I could have been a damn talented 10th. But you will not control me. I'm a free thinking Negro. I'm a what you call Christmas addicts Negro. I'm a free thinking black Negro that does what he want to do. No man tell me what to do. I'm a dominant heterosexual black damn man. And I don't care who it is. I will die before I submit to anybody because my passion and my mind and my desire and will is greater than anything. And that's why I'm bringing you guys this show on today. Shout out once again to everybody that's showing love, guys. Shout out to Mr. Truth Logic. Shout out to him. And shout out to Gregory Scotland once again. Gregory, once again, guys, has been a day one. He's been a stand-up soldier, always showing me love. I appreciate that, brother. And shout out to the Orange Peel nurse. He said, shout out to you, Doc. We may be different on different political sides, but I'm full support of your political voice and love the fact that more brothers like yourself are leading the way. Get registered and get out and vote. No doubt, brother. And you know what? The Orange Pill Nurse, I was a registered Democrat for years. I've been a registered Democrat for years. I voted more conservative over the last 8 years. And now, brother Red Pill Nurse, I am an independent. I'm for neither party. I'm neither Democrat or Republican because I don't feel that either party clearly understand the needs and the struggles of black people. But one party is better because black folks traditionally have always been conservative. And so I'm an independent, but I tend to lean more towards the conservative side because black men and black women were at one time very conservative. But overall, Republicans don't really understand black folks' issues either. Trump is not really a Republican. He's a businessman that happened to be an avatar for the Republican Party. So I appreciate it, brother. Thank you for your love and your support. You guys are coming through strong on today. I really appreciate it. And then also, once again, shout out to Greg with Scotland, as he is the #1 sponsor of this stream. But listen, guys, I need y'all to do me a favor. Watch this. YouTube will take 30% of your money. They take 30% of your money. They take 30% of your hard-earned money. If these streams get taken down, then they keep your money. If you want to donate, the best way to donate is to hit the Cash App or the PayPal. That's the best way to donate so that you can ensure that I get your money. And I will read your comments out as well. I'll put a special chat in just for you to read your comments out. But it's better that you Cash Out me or PayPal me because I get the money right then. And also it ensures that YouTube don't take your money or more or less take 30%. They take 30% of whatever you give me. So if you give me $20, they're going to take at least 4 off top. If you give me 100, they're going to take 40. So you want to give your money away for free? I mean, $30. So if you want to give your money away for free, that's fine. But it's best to send it to Cash App. But I'm grateful to everyone that donated. Greg of Scotland said, one thing that really pissed me off was the link was barely driving for Kamala was fully offered as the candidate. And you had black women going out trying to intimidate black men to vote their way. Yeah. They don't care about black men because, like I said, when I saw these Boule women, not including the frat, I'm like, damn, you don't even include your frat in the conversation. You don't even include the bras in the conversation. You know, you didn't say let the black men lead, but you told the black Boule or the black frats to more or less follow your leadership. And that's what women do in America. They don't respect black men. I am a black male advocate first. I'm a male advocate. I advocate for all men, white or black, but I believe in black male advocacy. I believe in what Dr. Ron Neal said, black male independence. I believe in what's called black male agencies. Once again, shout out to the scholar, Dr. Ron Neal. That's what I believe in. But some folks will let their feelings get in the way of expedience. And they realize that this country is falling. It don't matter how much money you make when the damn barbarians start coming into your neighborhood. It ain't gonna matter when they start knocking on your door and when they try to live in your neighborhood and take what our ancestors built. We are Americans first. And we need to focus on American issues first instead of being more concerned about this liberal nonsense that does not benefit anyone but the powers that be. So, guys, we're going to get deep into the show, guys, on today. Thank you once again. Donate to this, the Cash App, guys. If you want to support me, that's the best way. But I'm grateful. So, guys, we're about to go down the rabbit hole, and we're about to break down this matrix mindset. Hit that like button and share this stream if you're not a beta male. All right, guys, this is about to get real deep. So the Boules are under oligarchs. Boules are under oligarchs. The oligarchs are global elites, and they are part of what's called the shadow government. They control the affairs of men. They control you through your emotions. They can control you through your feelings. They are part of the global elites. Obama was a Trojan horse. I knew it. I voted for him the first time because I got sick of Bush. But there was a shift when Obama became president. And I said, Obama is going to help usher in the one world order. And I know some don't believe this. Oh, I don't believe it. That's just conspiracy. No, it ain't no conspiracy theory. It's real. It's real. There's a causal chain to this stuff, guys. And y'all going to see it at some point. But the Boule is the buffer class. They are the black overseers. They are the high-ranking GLOs. They're the high-ranking Greeks. Now, once again, we're not talking about all Greeks. There are some Greek brothers that don't give nothing about no damn Kamala Harris. There are some Greek frats that don't care about the nonsense. These Greeks are more concerned about black male excellence. And they are clarion callers for black male excellence. So I'm not talking about all Greeks, but I'm talking about the elite Greeks. And these elite groups are Hogan Head Roland Martin. He's an elite Greek. Ricky Smiley is an elite Greek. Do the research on them. Don't take my word for it. Do your own research. They're part of what Carla G. Woodson or W. Du Bois would say are the talented 10. He would call them the talented 10, the talented 10th. And basically, the whole concept probably came out of nobility, to say the least. But these Greeks are tied into the social elites. They could be considered to be the equivalent of the Skull and Bones to some degree, which is the white organizations. But what the Boule class is, they are, once again, the buffer class. They are the intermediates that tell black folks how to think. They got prestige, they got power, they got connections. Many of them think they're smart, but they're not smart. They only got them damn positions because of who they know. They didn't get the positions many times off merit. They damn rubbed elbows. I know some right now that thought they were smarter than me. I would destroy them in an intellectual debate. They cannot see me. But if I had to decide, as I told you guys, I was recruited by Alpha Phi Alpha when I was at North Carolina Central. I don't have anything against those brothers. They show me nothing but love. But I just got my own beliefs, and as I said in the past, I'll leave it at that. But there are some good brothers that are part of Greek organizations. But I got my own worldview. I've done my own research, and you will see that some of these Boules like Hogan Head Martin, Ricky Smiley, Van Jones, Steve Harvey, Ben Crump, Al Sharpton, and some of these black churches, because they infiltrated the black church, and the black church is the way they use psychomorphism on your mind. And then what they do, guys, they transmit knowledge to the common man. The common man is the upper class that happens to be white or black. The common man is the middle class. The common man is the lower class. The common man is the working class. The common man is the poor, and all others are either by influence or conditioning how to think. They condition you through the media. They condition you through education. They condition you through music. They condition you through many aspects of many avenues, because they are global elites. And they have one agenda, is to control you and to influence you. But see, here's the problem. See, these shallow workers, what I call shallow workers, they are people that have knowledge over them. They'll use you to push their agenda. And once they get tired of you, like they got rid of a Sleepy Joe, then they will destroy you. So there are high levels of knowledge in the global elites or the shallow government. There are levels of knowledge. And then you got foot soldiers pushing their agenda, but they don't know what their agendas are themselves. And so you got innocent people that are GLOs, that are good people. But the elite GLOs are the ones that tell you how to damn vote, who you should vote for. They think you're stupid. They don't care about black power empowerment. Only thing they damn care about is giving you Boule magic, which is a form of manipulation. They only care about giving you Boule biscuits, which is a form of manipulation, and they never give you nothing in return. And the only damn they do is stay in their own circles, and many times support agendas that are not consistent with black empowerment. That's why you got clowns like Ricky Smiley, somebody that I do like, but he's a clown in how he's moving. Hogan Head Martin and Al Sharpton, all of them, they play a role on the mind of black folks. That's why you got Hillary Clinton talking about, I don't feel no waste time. And you got these old goofy Negroes that fall for it every time. I mean, this damn stupid. And they assume because your skin color is black, then you should think like them. No, listen, a lot of these Negroes are not from my tribe. They are not from my tribe. They are not from my tribe. I don't identify with some of these silly Negroes. Just because their skin color is black, their soul and consciousness is not black. If you don't believe me, ask the teacher Jesus. Jesus said, who is my brother? And then the great prophet said, he that does the will of the Father is my brother. And what Jesus was saying is that righteousness and consciousness supersedes skin color. He was saying that righteousness and consciousness supersedes skin color. So the great teacher said, who is my brother? And then Jesus said, he that does the will of the Father. Jesus said, that's what my brother is. He that does the will of the Father is my brother. So your skin color might be black, but if your consciousness is not black, then you're not my brother. And what I mean by that, guys, is simply this. If you got a white woman that support black men, and she understands her position, and then that's my sister. Because in the kingdom of God, there is no race. If you got a black sister that support traditional black men and traditional black families, then that's my sister. If you got a black brother that supports traditional black men, traditional black families, and traditional black community, then that's my brother. But just because your skin color is black, you're not my brother. I don't associate with some of these goofy, dusty Negroes. I just don't associate with them. Number one, they're not on my level intellectually. And then number two, they're not cogent free thinkers. I'm a free thinker. I'm a free-flowing intellectual. Always been that way, and I would damn die that way. As I said earlier, nobody tell me how to think. You don't have to agree with my position, and I'm not going to always agree with your position, but we can respectfully respect one another and keep it pushing. But some of these Negroes get in their feelings when you have a worldview outside of theirs. And they'll damn either disappear or they'll start acting damn funny style, and that's fine. I'm okay with that. But the truth will stand firm when a lie won't. Because if you're fighting the truth, then there's something wrong with you if you're fighting the truth. And so once again, guys, these Boule Negroes are part of the global elites, the shadow government. They've been here since the inception of America. Once again, you see many of these people in what's called the skull and bones. And once again, the black version or the substrate or an adjacent could be the Boule or the buffer class, the black overseers, high-ranking GLOs, the Roland Martins of the world, the Ricky Smilers, the Van Jones, the Steve Harveys, the Ben Crumps, all damn race hustlers, Al Sharpton, and some black churches. Upper class, middle, lower class black folks, they all think that you're stupid, and they don't think you know how to think. And so they will continue to try to sell you Boule biscuits because they don't want you to think. They want you to continue to think the way you've been thinking for years. And, you know, every damn year, the election time comes, they come with, I don't feel no way tired with that old goofy nonsense because they don't respect you. They don't think that you're smart. They think that you're stupid. They think that they are smarter than you. And they use manipulative tactics like damn political gaslighting. So we got that part out of the way. Because the ones that we're talking about, the points of contention, guys, are these people. These people are what I call the Boule bandits. These are Boule bandits. Now, I don't use the word, the coon word. I don't call folks coons. Some folks do, but I think that's weird that, you know, people say they pro-black, but you say, I'll call people coons and call them the N-word. I don't do that because that's white supremacist talking points. But let's talk about these terms I created, guys, because I am the kosher clinician. And, you know, I'm an ardent thinker. I'm a thinker. I've always been a thinker. And so, as I said before earlier, the concept that they use or the study of this phenomenon that more or less transmit you or more or less get you in a tizzy is called psychomorphology. These Boule Negroes or the study of these Boule Negroes is something called psychomorphology. And the study of politrick, and politricks mean to trick you into thinking one way, political gaslighting, trauma hustling, race hustling, and victim hustling. These are all byproducts of these goofy Negroes. The Ben Crump of the world. He's what's called a trauma hustler. Van Jones, he is an emotional trauma hustler. Al Sharpton, he uses the clergy. When he was fat, he was more humble. But he lost all that weight and now he's arrogant. He is a trauma hustler. And many of these Boule Negroes think that they are smarter than you. They don't think that you can think, but I would destroy him and meet him in a damn debate. Now, I don't know everything about politics, but I do know common sense politics, and I would destroy him in a debate. Then you got this simp, Steve Harvey. He's a Boule simp. He's a high-ranking GLO. Then you got Hogan Head Roland Martin, another damn GLO. Now, he's an intellectual GLO. He's probably Alpha Phi Alpha, but he is a Boule Negro and a Boule overseer as well. And then you got Ricky Smiley, that's a bruh, but he don't act like a bruh sometimes with wearing all them damn dresses. So these are what you call the GLOs, the Greek letter organizations that are simps. These men, in my opinion, are weak. Because when the women of the Pan-Hellenic Conference got together, they didn't include the men, but they did include the women, and they said that they were voting for Kamala Harris, not because she had policy that was beneficial to the black community, but because she was a black woman. And, you know, just like many of these people, guys, they play on your psychology. This is psychological manipulation, and the study of it is a term. All these terms I created is called psychomorphology. The next one, or the transmitter of this infectious nonsense, is these men are psychomorphs. And so what a psychomorph do, psychomorphs move the goalposts. They will move the goalposts. You can show them the evidence, and they will gaslight you and move the goalposts. But what they do, they psych you out by getting you in your feelings. They psych you out by getting you in your emotions. They psych you out by always talking about trauma. And then when it comes time to damn deliver, they morph into damn something different. And if you don't believe me, watch this woman. Because Kamala Harris is psychomorph damn number one. She's she's definitely a psychomorph. This heifer morphed from an Indian to a black woman. That's called psychomorphology, guys. This is some classic stuff, guys. I'm even impressed with the terms I came up with. But she went from telling you that she was an Indian to now she's a black woman. And these damn Boule, the Boule and the Democrats, they all damn do it. I don't feel no way tired. And then coming to church giving you damn hot sauce and hot sauce packages and fried chicken. Because they don't think that black people are brilliant. They don't think that black folks are excellent. Let me tell you something how powerful this thing is, guys. When black folks were in slavery, you had the house Negro, then you had the field hand, and then you had the common man. The house Negro thought he was better than the overseer and the field Negro. And the field Negro was the overseer was trying to get favors from master, like the field house, the house slave. And they always thought that they would use the talking points of the oppressor. That's why I don't like using that word N-I-G-G-A, because it's transgenerational trauma. In the South, they would say, look at that old worthless nigga. That's how they would say it in the South. But many times, guys, that's transgenerational trauma. That's why you should never use those words. It's no term of endearment. I know some folks say it's a term of endearment, but it's not. And I'm going to do a show on that at some point. But Kamala Harris, guys, morphed from being a damn Indian to a black woman when it came down for election. And you got these stupid Negroes that fall for it every time. And so a psychomorph, Kamala Harris is agent number one. It's a psychomorph. She's a Boule bandit. And psychomorphs is an individual that manipulates your emotions for political gain, political gaslighting, empty promises. That's what makes them Boule bandits. Remember, they're part of the upper crust. They are overseers. They are overseers of many black people. And they give you empty promises through fear, only not to deliver mostly to black folks. And they do it damn every year. They strategically do it, and these stupid Negroes fall for it every time. But thank God, black women, some sisters are waking up, and black men are beginning to wake up because they see the psychomorphology, which is the condition of these elected officials. And once again, I'm neither Republican or Democrat. I don't care for either party, but I sure as hell don't care for the Democratic Party. I'm an independent, and I like policies that are consistent with traditionalism and black excellence for black men, black families, black boys, and black girls in America. That's what I'm for. And so when the person gets victimized by the same pathology because they're slow thinkers, they become what's called psychomorphed. they become psychomorphed, which means they are a victim of the psychomorph himself. That's called, they have been infected by what, as Edward Anderson said, mentally transmitted diseases. Shout out to Edward Anderson. He created a term called mentally transmitted diseases. And when people have become psychomorphed, they have been psychomorphed by mentally transmitted disease. Many of these people, guys, are highly narcissistic too. And then once again, psychomorphism is a syndrome and plantation politics, the continuation of manipulation and deception. And they fall for it every time. And so when you're trying to tell them the truth, guys, you know, they don't want to hear it. You know, they get mad, you know, they run away. They get mad at you, you know. He don't know what he's talking about. They don't talk to you no more. They get in their feelings because they're mentally weak, you know, because you should always love the truth. I don't mind somebody telling me the truth. I want you to tell me the truth. If I'm wrong, I don't mind saying I'm wrong. I always examine myself because I love the truth. If you love the truth, then you don't get mad when you damn hear the truth, if you love it. But if you worship something, if you worship your feelings more than the truth, then you become an idol worshiper. So once again, guys, I love the truth, even when the truth hits me. I'm not coming to you like I'm a perfect man. I got my flaws too, but I love the truth. CB said that Matthew 12:40 and 50, whosoever shall do the will of the Father which is in heaven, the same as my brother. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That's the word, brother CB. I agree with you 100%. Very true. So, guys, I want to show you guys something because black women are waking up. They're getting sick of the matrix mindset, and they're calling out these black boules that they think they're smarter than you and better than you. And once again, guys, this is not an indictment to boule brothers that I know. There's some brothers that I know that are well, I'm not going to say they boule, they're just GLOs. But when I think boule, I think high-ranking people. I don't just think regular Greeks. But anyway, we won't get deeper into it, guys. Let me show you guys something. Because we're going to crip walk on this one. Guys, do me a favor. Once again, if you want to help me, donate to the channel and share the stream.
Yes, my
hold tight. So here's a sister, guys, that has challenged the GLOs. Shout out to this sister. And she is sick of the nonsense too, like a lot of black folks are sick of the nonsense. And some of these boule negroes that think they're smarter than you and think you should damn fall in line and do what they say because they are the damn voice of reason and you're stupid. So let's listen to this sister. Hold on.
This matter. But the first thing I want to say is, are you really endorsing Kamala Harris for president? I am not a Democrat and I am not a Republican. But what I am is a logical thinking person. Kamala Harris.
And once again, guys, this woman's sentiment is the same as mine. I'm a logical, free-thinking black person. I've always been a free thinker. I don't just agree with, I don't just go along to get along. I'm a leader. I don't, I just don't do that. It's not in my nature to do it. I can hear your position and respect your position. And if you got compelling evidence that show me that I'm wrong, okay, I'll listen to what you got to say because I could be wrong. I don't mind being wrong, but you got to prove to me that you're wrong, that I'm wrong. And many times folks can't prove it. But women like her are beginning to wake up. A lot of black folks are beginning to wake up, black men and black women. And her sentiments are the same as mine.
Wasn't a vice president. I mean, I almost forget she vice president. I'm going to tell you my 3 no's. Number 1, she a woman. And I am just not for a woman president. That's just my views, and that's where I'm staying. Number 2, she is the weakest vice president in the history of America. Okay? Number 3 is she's a part of AKA. Those organizations have their own agendas. It's just
and she's proving our point, guys. She's proven our point. This sister is proving our point. Because a lot of them do only have their own agenda. They don't care about the regular common man, the majority of them. They care about their own agenda and how it benefits them. Because a lot of these folks are high-ranking Negroes in the community. And I'm not saying that they're not Greeks that do good work. I'm not saying that. There's some Greeks that do good work. There are Greeks that support other black folks. Like I said, I was recruited heavy by Alpha Phi Alpha when I was at North Carolina Central. but I declined from my own specific reasons, and also based on my research and based on my knowledge of studying the esoteric. But once again, I'll leave that alone. Let's finish listening to what this woman is saying. Hold tight.
No, because she's a no. Kamala Harris absolutely not president of the United States. Okay, this is to the AKA that keeps inboxing me about my comment on Kamala Harris. Number one.
Shout out to my man. I'm sorry, I didn't even see it, man. Shout out to my man, XL Pro, for that 5. Thank you, XL Pro. I didn't even see those cash out, guys. Thank you to XL Pro for that 5. And also shout out to Revelator TSOV for that 10. Thank you, brothers. I really appreciate it. Last week my cash out was hemmed up. I appreciate you guys showing me love. Thank you guys for showing love. I respect that and respect you, brothers. Highly. Once again to XL Pro. Thank you, brother XL Pro, and thank you to Revelator TSOV for that $10 cash out. And so once again, guys, Greg with Scotland is the #1 sponsor, guys. We're gonna get back into it because here we go.
American, the Boule, Greek organization, Talented 10 are your problem. When you're in a work environment and can't get ahead, it's because of them. If you in church and you getting a snub, it's because of them. If you anywhere socially and they around each other, they are.
And listen, this woman is telling the truth because once again, I got family members that are Greeks. You had to be in the upper crust or have political influence. I got family members that are Greek, so this woman is telling the truth. I noticed when I was a kid growing up, they were bougie. I got family members that are bougie Greeks, very bougie. But once again, I didn't need them to damn get ahead. We from the damn same blood, but I didn't need them. I didn't have to kiss their ass to get ahead. I didn't have to tap dance to get influence. I created my own empire because I'm a warrior. I'm a masculine, dominant warrior. I'm a warrior. I didn't have to rub no elbows to get in circles. I did it and got it straight from the mud. And that's why I'm great now, because I did it all with the grace of God. God gave me the wisdom and the knowledge and the power that I have. I didn't have to compromise who I am for no damn favors, for no Boule match. I didn't have to do it. And so I'm grateful that I didn't have to jump through no hoops to get where I'm at now. I'm grateful for that, because a lot of them rub elbows in political organizations and political influence because they're part of the social elites. And some of them will snub you, some of them will look their nose down on you. But once again, intellectually, they can never have a one-on-one debate with King Kosher, because I would destroy them with my superior mind. I would destroy them with my superior mind. And I'm not trying to be arrogant, but that's how confident I am. I would destroy them with my superior mind because I'm a warrior. I'm a warrior, guys. But hold tight. Let's get back to it. Hold on. We're going to finish listening to this. Hold on for a minute. Hold on.
Are your problem. And I don't care if you walk through the sand, the earth, the desert, the lake. I really don't care what made you bind together. I don't need to join an organization to be where I'm at, and I'm an executive in what I do. Okay? So back off and move on. She's not competent to be president. Period.
Yeah, and once again, guys, sisters are waking up. They're waking up from all stratas of society because they are sick of the shenanigans and they're sick of the nonsense. They are sick of the shenanigans, guys, and they're sick of the nonsense. Black women are waking up because they see these Boule buffer class Negroes don't care about you. They don't care about the black community. The only thing they care about, I'm talking about the high-ranking ones, is their own agenda. That's all they care about, is their own agenda. And if you continue to fall for the nonsense, if you continue to fall for the hype, then you deserve what you get if you keep falling for it. If you keep falling for it, guys, then you deserve it. You deserve whatever you get if you keep falling for it. Because once again, Boule Negroes think they're better than you, many of them, not all. Many of them, not all, think they're better than you. and they think that you are ignorant, and they snub you sometimes, because many times these Boule Negroes have low self-esteem, and they're projecting how they feel onto you and the common man. And that's why, guys, therapy is so important. That's why therapy is so important. And some of these Boule Negroes, guys, they got generations of connections. Some of them are generation Boule Negroes. They've been part of the upper crust for years. And then some of them got in by association. Like I said, I was recruited to be one, but I never did. So I'm not here to castigate Greeks in general. There's some good Greeks that I love and respect. As I said earlier, I have my own worldview on GLOs. I've studied them, I've done my own research. But the ones I have problem with are the high-ranking Boule Negroes that more or less use psychological manipulation on you. And sadly, many of you fall for the hype every time. Shout out to my man Charles Mayo for that $10 super chat. Thank you, Charles Mayo, for being so kind, man. I appreciate it, brother. Thank you. Jay Quit said, no Dems or Republicans, no open borders, no bad economy, no doubt. I agree with you 100%, brother. I agree with you 100%. You're 100% correct, Jay Quite. And black folks are waking up, guys. Brother CB said the scripture says, prove all things. Yes, sir. The scripture said, be as the Bereans to see if those things were so. That's called apologetics. I've been studying apologetics, guys, for years. In my 20s, I got a volume of books. I can show you guys a volumes of books that I have. I'm a student, man. I'm a student of knowledge. So that's why if you come to me, you gotta be better than me. I don't follow average men. To my equals, I respect, but to everyone else, I teach. You got to be at my level or higher than me for me to follow you. You got, and I ain't seen too many that's at my level. And I'm not saying that by acting like I'm arrogant and I know everything, because I don't know everything. But I like to be around men that are sharper and smarter than me, and they're balanced in how they convey knowledge and truth. Because I'm a very cerebral thinker. I just don't think this to think. I'm always thinking ahead of the curve. And so once again, guys, we're at a crossroad. We are at a psychological crossroad. And once again, these Boule buffer class Negroes think you're dumb. They think you're dumb. They don't respect you. And Pink Book Lesson has been doing a great job. Shout out to Pink Book Lessons, guys. Go support Pink Book Lessons. And shout out to all the other content creators that have been doing work. And one of the ones in contention, guys, is Ricky Smiley. And let me show you guys the one about Ricky Smiley. Hold tight. Because Ricky Smiley is a Boule Negro. He's one of those Boule Negroes. Let me show you guys real quick. He's a Boule Negro. And guys, this is fair use. And we're going to break down some of the nonsense Ricky Smiley. And listen, guys, I like Ricky Smiley. You know, I like Ricky Smiley. He's a funny dude. But Ricky Smiley is a Boule simp. He's a Boule simp, guys. He's an unconscious simp at that. He's one of them old them Negroes from Alabama that still in those old Negro politics, still living in the past of the civil rights era, and haven't done a damn thing for black folks in the black community. Still talking that, I don't feel no waste time. And here's the thing, guys. These Boule Negroes, they got money and power. Their communities are good, but they don't care about the working class black folks. They don't care about the lower crust. Some of these black preachers either. Because there are good black preachers like Apostle Alton Brown that was raised in the same organization that I was raised in. Bishop Patrick Wooden. But like I said, the majority, a lot of these preachers now, they're the reason why the black community is bad too. Because even though I grew up in church, see, here's the thing with culture. I grew up in church, but I call out my own church if they're wrong. I call out myself if I'm wrong. Nobody is above reproach. If you're wrong, you're wrong. I don't care who it is. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. So if you can't take correction, then how can you say that you're a true student of knowledge? If you can't take correction, then you're not a true student of knowledge. And a lot of these Boule Negroes can't take no correction, guys. And I'm gonna prove it to you in a minute. But here's Ricky Smiley. Ricky Smiley, guys. I gotta be careful with this. I don't know if they're gonna give me a copyright strike. So this is fair use. I gotta be careful how I show this, guys. I'm just gonna play some clips of it because I can't play the whole thing because of copyright. So let me see if I can play some of this. Hold on for a minute.
Rally together in Philadelphia. Kamala Harris praised walls going down his list of titles from coach to congressman and even military veteran. She ended his introduction, Ricky, saying, and in 91 days, the nation will know Coach Walls by another name, Vice President of the United States.
And here we go, guys. Once again, Boule biscuits for sale. This woman did not go through the proper means to become the nominee for the Democratic Party. Where's the Democratic Convention at? They got rid of Sleepy Joe. You know he's seething because the power brokers or the power elites said, Joe, you got to go because we got to continue to put or infect the American public with nonsense. So they got rid of Sleepy Joe. He didn't like it, but they got rid of him. And when they made her vice president, I knew that she had a Jezebel spirit and she was going to try to overthrow that man and undermine his authority. And that's what she's doing now. And once again, she don't have no policy. Shout out to Machismo TV. I was on their channel the other night, and he came up with, he had some on this community talking about Kamala Harris. Her father was a slave owner. She got her ancestry. They own slaves because her father's part Irish, and they own slaves. So how can you vote for a woman that created policies to destroy black men? Her ancestors are slaves, own slaves. She's a cosplay black woman. She married a white man, and she slept her way up to the top. But you just think damn black men are supposed to vote for this woman. This probably might be, I'm not going to say a quarter black, just because she got some Negro blood in her. That's how much they think of you black men. They don't respect you enough to think that you got more damn common sense to damn demand something from these politicians. And somebody said, well, Trump ain't going to give reparations. I don't know if he's going to give it or not. He probably won't give it. But I will say that his policies are better than hers. And so you got the pro-blacks that believe in static blackness, that whatever you do, they don't agree with you. But there's no perfect political system. America is in trouble. If she become president, it's over. It's over if she become president. And I'm going to say it again. And the reason why I talk so firm about this nonsense, because I got children. I got a grandbaby that I got to continue to damn fight for. I got daughters. And some of you got children as well. And I'm going to tell you something, guys. When the Antichrist come at some point, he will come at some point, some of you going to realize that what I was saying was true. But it's going to be too late at that point. And I might be in that number as well. I hope I don't, with God's grace. But these Negroes don't care about you. Because if they care about you, if you can damn raise millions of dollars an hour to put this fake woman into the White House, why can't those same Boulets raise money to help the infrastructure of black communities? Why didn't they raise millions of dollars to support black communities? Why didn't they raise millions of dollars to support their own historically black colleges and universities? But of course, they don't want to hear that because that's too much like right.
Are you excited about Tim Walz? I already know the answer to that question.
Always.
What excites you the most about him?
Just that he's just a regular, like he reminds you of your high school principal. He reminds you of your high school football coach, and he was a football coach that led his team to a national, not national, but to a state championship. And what
does that have to do with anything, guys? This man is trying to promote beta blockers or puberty blockers and putting tampons in boys' bathrooms. But this Boule Negro, which is an overseer, because once again, guys, these overseer Negroes always want to be like Massa. They suffer from the Stockholm syndrome. They never cared about the working class or the field slaves, but the only thing they cared about was power because they suffered from the Stockholm syndrome. They suffered from the Stockholm syndrome. These Boule buffer class Negroes suffer from the Stockholm syndrome. And they will sell you or throw you under the bus for power. And Ricky Smiley is one of them. I like Ricky Smiley. But Ricky Smiley is on some simp stuff, guys. He's simping real hard Ricky Smiley is simping real hard, and because of that, him rolling Hooker Head Martin and the rest of them guys, they are the simps of the week. Congratulations to these men being simps of the week for their bad behavior and deceiving black folks for political gain. And so SPAM stands for simps pandering against men. That's what SPAM is. SPAM stands for simps pandering against men and or masculinity. When it comes down to masculinity, you can't serve two masters. You can't have one foot, you can't be on the fence. Either you are or you're not. There ain't no half-stepping when it comes down to traditional masculinity. And this man don't care about traditional masculinity. The only thing he care about is money and power. And you got a lot of these old boomer simps that are what I call gravy train simps. These boomer simps call their wives boss ladies. These boomer simps say happy wife, happy life. Boomer simps are the worst. And some are arguing some Gen X as well. I'm not like that. Never been like that. Never will be like that. But these boomer simps, guys, are the reason why we have so many issues, or part of the reason we have so many issues, because they don't stand on damn business. They only do what's politically expedient, and the only thing they care about is their pocketbook.
He is just awesome. He's for the people. He stands up for women's rights, and he's a popular governor in the great state of Minnesota, which Trump won in 2016. That state was picked off by Joe Biden, and I think we'll definitely get... And
listen to this idiot, guys. He care about women's rights. There's no threat to women's rights. There is no threat to women's rights. Women still got a right to delete their babies if they want to, but this fool didn't say nothing about men's rights. He didn't say nothing about men that put these seeds in women and they said they want to keep their baby. How about the males' rights? How about the men that want to keep their babies and they can't keep their babies because the woman deleted? These women have rights. They have rights. The only thing politicians are saying and Trump is saying is that it's immoral to delete your baby up to the ninth month. So how's that taking away your reproductive rights? But these women don't care nothing about no damn thing but themselves, many of them, not all of them. Shout out to the good sisters. Shout out to the righteous sisters that care about community. Shout out to the pro-life women that care about pro-life. And I struggle once again with deletion, guys, when it comes down to a woman that was a victim of rape or a victim of incest. I get it. I struggle with that. Because I wouldn't want that to happen to my girls. But I also understand that life is precious. Human life is precious because we're created in the image of God. But the only thing this man can say, and like I say, I like Ricky Smiley, but I lost a lot of respect for him. The only thing he can say is that he's for women's rights. That's why I'm telling you guys, these damn simps are dangerous. I would argue that simps are worse than the women because I expect a woman to be emotional and to be selfish. But you got these men that are willingly ready to follow a woman's leadership. Instead of them standing on damn 10 toes and say, women, sit down and be quiet. Because the women of the Greek letter organization, the Pan-Hellenic Council, they didn't say nothing about no damn bras leading. They said we want to put this woman in the White House because she's black. That's all. That's why. Or it's women time to reign. You got a vice president that ain't do a damn thing for black folks. Now you want her to be the president, and she didn't even earn her right to be the Democratic nominee. That's how selfish these Boule negroes are. And many times, these Boule women tell their Boule simp husbands what to do. That's why I can never be part of it, because you ain't gonna damn tell me what to do. You would never tell the King Kosher what to damn do. Nobody tell me what to do. But sure as hell, a woman ain't gonna damn tell me what to do. But severely get your feelings hurt if you bring your ass trying to damn tell me what to do. Man or woman. But especially a woman.
His state and the state of Pennsylvania as well. Either one of those governors would have been a great choice for Kamala Harris. I'm just sick of the black people on the internet talking about I'm not with her. Okay, so if you're not with her, that means you with Trump. And y'all need to block every last one of their asses on Facebook. And
let's do this simple, guys. Listen to this supposed to be a master man wearing dresses. You need to block all their asses with his silly ASS. You should be ashamed of yourself, Ricky Smiley. supposed to be a dominant, a masculine man, and you telling folks to block stuff. You're telling folks to block other folks because black folks are sick of politics. They're sick of people not giving them anything. Just put this one. That's how arrogant they are, guys. The best thing this man can do is say, I respect their position and I respect them as brothers and sisters. But see, with black Boules, you better think like them or else there's going to be a consequence.
And on Instagram and social media and stop. Like, that's just garbage.
Yeah.
It's just garbage.
Can't we be united on anything?
Can't agree on a damn bucket of chicken. One person want a hot dog.
Always
Black
complain.
folks get on my damn nerves, man. Why everybody making all these celebrities making all these videos going off on Kamala Harris and stuff, and then the black men, Kamala Harris didn't prosecute you and treated you bad in court. I got treated bad
Listen to this simp, guys. This simp supposed to be part of the masculine version of the Divine Nine. This simp supposed to be a bruh, supposed to be a root, and this is goofy as hell. This goofy Boule simp said Kamala Harris ain't doing anything to you. But then I asked Jamal Truelove what she did to them. Because Jamal Truelove said to the damn contrary, and I'm going to prove my point in a minute. Ask Jamal Truelove about this woman in a minute. Ask Jamal Truelove. Because Jamal Truelove would say differently. But this Boule simp, he don't care about black folks. Only thing he care about is power. And he care about you having what's called static black. That's why a lot of these pro-black Negroes think just because your skin color is black, your consciousness is the same as theirs. Black folks were never one in Africa. We came from different tribes. That's why some of the slaves got over here, because they were not one in consciousness. Black folks didn't sell other Africans because they were black, but they sold them because they didn't have the same consciousness. But once again, these Negroes are so slow and so concentrated, you can't tell them anything.
in court too. But I'm with her. Because a vote for her, if you sit at home and you don't support her, you are definitely supporting Donald Trump. You can vote for who you want to, but don't be trying to encourage other people and sit up there and put bad stuff. Where's that same...
But that's what he's doing. That's what he's doing. He's trying to control, tell other people how not to vote for her. You're doing the same thing, Ricky Smiley. You can go put your wig on. Because you're doing the same thing, Ricky Smiley.
...for Donald Trump.
Yeah.
Well,
you know, I'm just like, don't vote for him. It is what it is.
Y'all not even out here doing real research. Then look at her record. If you do the research or whatever, stop believing everything you read and do real research.
And these Boule Negroes guys are paid. They are paid a lot of money to Boule Bojangle. Guys, they Boule Bojangling. They Boule Bojangling guys for Kamala Harris. They are Boule Bojangling for Kamala Harris. That's what they're doing. Boule Bojangling. That's a new term. Let me write this term down, guys. Boule Bojangling. Because that's what they're doing, guys. They are Boule Bojangling for Kamala Harris. Boule Bojangling. That's a new term I'm creating. Boule Bojangling. That's what they're doing, guys. Boule Bojangling. You hear anybody using that term? No, they stole it from me. Y'all got the evidence. Boule Bojangling. Because that's what they're doing, guys. They are Boule Bojangling.
You can see what a record is. You can see what she have done. I think you can Google what have Kamala Harris done for the black community, or things that black people benefit from a lot. We need to stand with her. We need to stand with her. She's great. She will make a great president.
Yeah, right. So we're supposed to stand with a woman where her worldview goes totally against God's word. We need to stand with her where the Bible clearly says that man is the leader in the family and man is the leader. We need to stand with her when she's trying to push policies that can turn girls to boys and boys into girls. We need to stand with her because her mama, because she black. We need to stand with her because she put thousands of black men in prison and gave them unfair sentence. That's why we need to stand with her. And once again, guys, these Boule Negroes or these Boule Bojangling Simps are the damn worst. They are the worst because they don't have no backbone. Many of them are damn estranized. And men like myself, the masculine men that are listening, and the traditional black women and sisters that are listening, they don't see the agenda. They don't see the agenda. They're like the frog in the pot. They can't see it. They won't see it because they have what's called severe cognitive dissonance.
president. And what a blessing to be living in a time where a black woman can become president of the United States of America. In our time, we get a black man and a black woman become president. That's unheard of.
Listen to this old heron head, henpecked Q. Don't personify nothing, no damn masculine Q. We need to put her in all because she's a black woman. The woman is not black, fool. She's not no damn black woman. She's an Indian with some African roots, if that. Obama was nothing but a Trojan horse. They all push these liberal agendas into the black community and continue to push it to the damn point that black folks will become a permanent underclass. And they allow immigrants to come to this country because they know that if you bring the immigrants in, then they will be empowered forever. But some of you dumb Negroes don't see it. You don't even see it because you're more concerned about tokenism than damn real power. But oh, heron-head Ricky Smiley, he got power. Sound real slow like some of the most silly Negroes, some of them silly Negroes in Alabama.
Come on,
Stop
man.
it, messy.
Be on the
Stop
right
it.
side of history. Be on the right side of history.
That's so. It's just the Amber Rose and everybody got all these videos and stuff and talking about Kamala Harris talking out of both sides of her. How would you say something so disrespectful? Even if you felt that way, I wouldn't dare make a video or say nothing like that to the vice president.
I dare want to say nothing about the vice president, but yet at the same damn time, you saying that about the former president. You see, y'all see the hypocrisy? You said the same thing about the former president. You say the same thing about anybody that don't agree with you. Look at how hypocritical they are and the lack of self-awareness they have, guys. But he's a Boule Negro and a Boule Roo at that. One of the high-ranking Boule Negroes. That's why I don't take some of them damn serious. Or his goofy ASS. You're more concerned about this silly woman that incarcerated many black men than you're concerned about black men standing in power and black men leading their communities. He was probably raised by his mama too.
President of the United States of America that's trying to stand up and that's going to possibly pick 2 United States Supreme Court justices or whatever to try to keep the laws in place that Thurgood Marshall and all of the people that have paved the way and try to redo and get back into some of this settled law.
Yeah, Thurgood Marshall, and I love Thurgood Marshall. He was a black Boule. Do you see my point, guys? W.E. Du Bois was a black Boule. Carla G. Woodson probably was one. What's his name? The black man that had beef. I can't think of his name. Booker T. Washington, I believe. Maybe it's Booker T. Washington. But these men are black Boules, guys. They're part of the upper crust, the buffer class. Do the research if you don't believe me. And I would say that many of them care about power. No, once again, there are men that are part of the GLOs. They don't think like that. All Greeks don't think the same, like all black folks don't think the same. I know some Greeks that don't think like some of these goofy Negroes. All Greeks don't think the same. But once again, Kamala Harris is not a black woman. But of course they're paying you, just like they pay these black pastors, and they pay everybody to lie to you because they want power. That's all they care about is power. They don't care about you. They care about power and influence.
Women's rights to choose, your voting rights, and Brown versus the Board of Education. Do your homework, black
hold
people.
up. Let me just tell you something right here that could be very historic. And Kay pointed this out to me. If Kamala Harris is elected, she would be sworn in.
She could be sworn
on
in
MLK Day
by the first black Supreme
and
Court.
And possibly by Ketanji Brown Jackson.
Wow.
Does that not give you chills?
Stop it.
Does that not send
Maria?
Just make your whole body vibrate.
Maria,
oh my
I can go deep into that. You got a member of Delta 6.
Identity politics, guys. You guys think I'm lying to you. I'm proving my point. Boules, guys. This is damn Boule Bojangling. You see my point? He's more concerned about Greek-level organizations than he's more damn concerned about policy and power. You guys see, I'm not making this up. You can see it for yourself.
But Thaler Sorority Incorporated reading in a member of Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated into the damn White House. What?
Do you see my point, guys? Y'all thought I was lying to you. Do y'all see my damn point? Do y'all see my point, guys? The only thing they care about is Boule magic. That's all they care about. These high-ranking Boules, they only damn care about Boule magic. They don't give a damn about black male empowerment. They only care about Boule magic and Boule Bojangling biscuits. That's all they care about. And once again, I got family members that are part of it. I'm not saying they all necessarily agree with this, but you guys see it for yourself.
What's wrong with y'all?
On MLK holiday.
But y'all mad because you talking about reparations.
Who was a member of Alpha Phi Alpha Fraternity Incorporated?
Come on now.
Come on now.
Game.
Oh my God,
Game
that just
changer.
gave me chills. They gave me chills.
Do you see my point, guys? That's all they damn care about. It's symbolism and tokenism. That's all they care about. Is Boule magic. Boule magic and Boule psychomorphism. Psychomorphism, once again, let me go back and review it, guys, because this is what you call damn psychomorphism. It's a clear case of damn psychomorphism. They keep psyching you out. I keep telling you guys, Coach should give me all gems, man. I need some more folks to support this show too. But this is psychomorphism. Psychomorphology, that's the study of politicking. Psychomorphism, a psychomorph, an individual that manipulates your emotions for political gain, political gaslighting, empty promises through fear only to not deliver, mostly to black folks. And then you got the psychomorph. Where have you been, where you have been a victim of the Stockholm Syndrome? And this is what this man is doing. He ain't said a damn thing about black folks and black community. The only thing he's talking about is Greek stuff, which ain't got nothing to do with the greater black community. But once again, they're part of, or they have that talented 10th mindset that you need to know your place, stay in line, and listen to us because we're smarter than you.
Game changer, dog.
Game.
Man,
Talk about game.
y'all better come get me off this radio today.
Come get him.
You keep going. You want to keep going, dog? You want to keep going? They ain't gonna be mad at you today, Rick.
I don't care. Stop me.
Go, dog. Go.
I don't care about who get mad. I know I'm right.
Exactly.
I know I'm right.
Prove that you're right, Ricky Smiley. Prove it. You can't prove it because you're not right. You're not right because you ain't saying nothing that's equated to damn common sense. The only thing you're talking about is Greek stuff and Greek politics. You didn't say the woman should get in the house because she don't get policies that benefit black men. You're more concerned about your Boule magic and your Boule power. That's all you're more concerned about.
Y'all need to stop. Do y'all realize Medgar Evers died for voting rights? All these people that have risked their lives from slavery up until the civil rights movement.
Let me tell you guys something about this nonsense from some of these ignorant folks. Let me explain something, guys, real quick. And I'm gonna prove my point. Your ancestors didn't die for you to vote for the sake of voting. Your ancestors did not die for you to vote for the sake of just voting. But your ancestors died for you to have the right to vote, and your ancestors died for you to have the right not to vote. They didn't die for you just to vote, just to say vote. Well, just vote because your ancestors died for you to vote. That's dumb. Your ancestors died for you to vote your conviction, but also your ancestors died for you not to vote if you felt that the political person was not conducive to your worldview. But that's what they don't tell you. They just want you to vote. Well, you need to vote and don't get a damn thing in return. Just go and vote for this woman that's trying to destroy black men. Just go ahead and vote because she black. That's Boule magic. Because they think they're brighter than you. They think they're smarter than you. And you got some Negroes that damn fall for it every time. They fall for a hook, line, and sinker because they don't know how to think.
Just so we can have an opportunity to do what we do, to do what we can do. We ain't seen nothing like this since Barack Obama was running for president in 2008. We need to stop.
Listen. Look how selfish this damn man is. But yet Barack Obama didn't do or create any policy that benefited black men first and black families. But he did create policy for the alphabet mafia. He did create policy for everybody else, but not for black people or black men and black families. And once again, guys, they're trying to destroy America, and some of y'all can't even damn see it.
The great John Lewis.
Right. John Lewis and
John Lewis, one of them I don't feel no ways tired buffer class Negroes. He's part of the GLO. All part of the buffer class. They're damn overseers. They're Negro overseers over regular black folks. And they think they are smarter than you and brighter than you, and they're not. I would destroy their asses in an intellectual debate. They can't see me. Once again, I was recruited, but they could never damn see me. I was recruited heavy at North Carolina Central. They saw my light and they saw my brilliance.
Ralph Abernathy. All of these people that have paved the way for us. We are the new civil rights leaders. We got to get behind people like Ben Crump and Kamala Harris and all these people.
Ben Crump, guys, they want y'all to get behind folks like damn Ben Crump that's a race hustler. Ben Crump, guys, they want y'all to get behind me. Y'all think the kosher man is lying to y'all, man. I'm giving y'all evidence, guys. I did my research. All these people are race hustlers, guys, trauma hustlers. Race hustlers and damn trauma hustlers. The study of politicking, psychomorphology. That's what I'm giving y'all, guys. The study of race hustling. Psychomorphology. They'll run you crazy if you listen to them. And they love to psych you out only to morph into something different when it comes time to deliver. That's a term that I created, the kosher clinician. The study of politicking, political gaslighting, trauma hustling, race hustling, and damn victim hustling. They should have me on Fox News or some other channel. Because I'm giving you guys some comprehensive. This is comprehensive game. This is comprehensive, guys. It don't get no more damn comprehensive than this. This is comprehensive.
People out here that's doing like Roland Martin and all of these people that's out here, Joy Reid. If you want to be educated, if you really want to know the truth.
All part of the Boule, guys. They're all part of the Boule and the upper crust. They're all part of the black Boule. They're all part of the black Boule and damn upper crust. And like I said, when you do your research on it, guys, it ain't what you think it is. Do your research on it. All part of the black Boule and the damn upper crust. Shout out to Dr. Thunder. How you doing, brother? How you doing, Dr. Thunder? Shout out to him. Right, your core is your power and your vote is your power. Right. But you guys are seeing, man, Big Head Boule Berry. Yeah. They're all part of the black Boule. The steady force throwing these entertainers up in our face. Yeah. Because once again, guys, they don't care about you. They think you're stupid. They need you to shut up and just do what they tell you to do because they're smarter than you. And then these GLOs. And listen, you know, I'm not saying all GLOs are like that. Dr. King was an alpha. I was recruited to be one. But I can't get with these damn modern day Greeks. They ain't worth a damn in my opinion.
True. All you got to do is turn to MSNBC and watch Joy Reid, and she gonna give you a whole history lesson every night on MSNBC, and then after that, Rachel Maddow. All you got to do is just watch.
And it's not opinion, it's facts.
Don't do this right here.
Yeah,
don't be on the internet.
He says facts.
Doing Kamala Harris like that.
Yeah,
I don't care what issue you got with black women. Your mama's a black woman.
See, listen to what this Sim said, guys. Your mama is a black woman. What's your mama got to do with you being a damn black woman? You see how they put the woman above masculinity and power. And that's why, once again, guys, these men and these group of Boule Negroes, they are the simps of the week. Congratulations to these men being simps of the week for their bad behavior and deceiving black folks for political gain. Race hustling, guys. Race hustling. And once again, psychomorphology, a term I created. He's a psychomorph, a term that I created. Psychomorphism is the size of this nonsense. And then being psychomorphed is the victimization of being in this negative loop.
Let's start there. I don't care what I'm talking to the men right here. Your mother is a black woman. Don't forget that. Don't forget that your sister is a black woman. And as a black man, I stand proudly with Kamala Harris this morning.
Listen to this dumb simp. Your mother is a black woman. Your mother being a black woman got a D-thing to do with politics. But once again, guys, this is a mental conditioning called introjection. But you never hear him say your daddy is a black man when your daddy is being incarcerated or mass incarcerated. You never hear him saying your daddy is a black man when men are falsely accused. You see the over-identification? I'm a licensed therapist. This man struggles, what a lot of black men struggle with, is something called over-identification. They struggle with introjection. That introjection is turned to identification. And that identification is a byproduct of internalization. And when they hear black men like you and I, and black women that believe in tradition, then it turns to projection. And what he's doing is projecting because it's coming from a place of brokenness.
tears in my eyes. It means so much to me. Do you know the lady picked up the phone and called me when my son died? How about that? How about how personal her and Joe Biden has been? How about Joe Biden?
This dude is weak. This dude. Let me tell you, y'all should never listen to this clown again. You shouldn't even support him. What his weak ass says. He's a weak simp. Ricky Smiley should be ashamed of himself. He's supposed to be a root. And he should be damn ashamed of himself with his weak goofy behind. He's supposed to be a so-called root, which I consider to be masculine. But once again, they don't care about no rules. They only care about black woman power. Girl power, black magic, boule politicking, boule power. That's all they damn care about. You vote for a man that's consistent in the mass incarceration, creating policy to destroy black men. But black folks supposed to blindly vote for this goofy senile man because your silly ass has said. And because he don't understand the shallow government that's controlling them. He don't even understand it. Because he's a fool. And you will be a fool to listen to this fool.
Wrote me a letter naming my grandkids and naming my son's name in a personal handwritten letter. How kind, how thoughtful, how genuine. They're just genuine and sincere. And I love people like that. And if anybody, the person that got killed at the Trump rally, who do you think called that man's wife to offer his condolences? Joe Biden did. Joe Biden did.
He's trying to sell y'all boule biscuits, guys. You know, yeah, he need to stay in his dress, guys. Y'all, if y'all are masculine man, y'all need to support this simp, man. This dude's a whole simp. He's a damn whole simp. I mean, he's a whole simp in a can. He's a whole simp.
Trump didn't call him, and he took a bullet at a Trump rally. These are kind, loving people. If you look at their policy, you'll know what's going on. We need to stop, black people. Stop Stop attacking Kamala.
He said, if you look at her policy, you know why Ricky Smiley is becoming so aggressive? Because he know what we're saying is true. They know this woman ain't worth for you know what. And they don't like the fact that black folks are slowly waking up. They don't like it. They don't like it that black folks are waking up. They don't like it that black folks are finally beginning to wake up and to realize that they have real power and they sick of damn token politics. You don't have to be a Democrat or Republican, but you should be a policy advocate. Once again, I'm an independent. The Democrats are the worst of the bipartisan party. I don't agree wholeheartedly on some Republican issues, but I tend to like the conservative nature. And I line myself up, even though Trump is not a perfect politician either, but his policies, in my mind, are better for America and better for black traditional men and black traditional women and black families and communities. But this fool, the only damn thing he's concerned about is power and putting this cosplay into office because he's a boule simp. He's a boule bootlicker that do what the puppet masters tell him what to do.
Harris, stop it with the self-hatred. Even if you don't agree with everything she do, what do you think she can do as a vice president? She ain't not in control of the Congress and the Senate. If you know how government works, come on. We got an opportunity here of a lifetime. We'll be dead and gone, but we can say our generation, because we're not gonna live ever, that we voted a black man and a black woman.
Tokenism, guys. A token mulatto, and a token Indian. They got a little bit of Negro in her. And she's nothing but Obama 2.0. I'm going to prove it to you in a minute. She's Obama 2.0.
To become president of the United States. That's history. This is what Dr. King died for. This is what Medgar Evers died for. This is what Rosa Parks went to jail for. All of the sacrifices that black people had to make. Your grandmother's cleaning up white people's house and cleaning and scrubbing floors and doing all of this stuff. All these black people made all these sacrifices for us. Well, we can have this opportunity, and then you get a woman, now you want to question her race.
and that's what they do, guys. These men are so damn weak and effeminate. Up that damn crime with his goofy behind. Up there crying. Right, what policy? Right, Dr. Thunder, neither are damn ADOS. Neither of them are ADOS. Neither are ADOS. But they just want to give you some damn boule biscuits and cornbread. He up there crying. He probably gonna sing with Kamala Harris at the election. I don't feel no ways tired.
And question her ability and all this stuff. Why? Why are we doing this? Why are we like this? What is wrong? And I'm sitting here, I should be voting for Trump with the tax bracket that I'm in. But if I have to pay more taxes in order to do what's right, just where somebody else can have food in their mouth and do the right thing or whatever, I want to be on the right.
How is voting for this woman being on the right side of things, where this woman goes against God and God's word. That doesn't make any sense, Ricky Smiley. But of course it don't make sense because he is a Boule bandit, and a Boule bootlicker. The only thing he's concerned about is power. And a lot of the Greeks are like that, guys. It's about power, prestige, and influence.
Right side of history. And I mean this. I'm not. I just been holding my peace. I ain't been saying nothing. But man, some of these videos are disturbing, and these memes are disturbing. What we as a people doing to each other. We need to stop. We need to stop.
There he go with that static blackness, thinking all black folks are the same, and all black folks think the same. That's how ignorant he is. And it's obvious he's extremely ignorant because black folks don't think the same. Black people are not monolithic. Never were monolithic. Even in Africa, they weren't monolithic. But somehow, because your skin color is black, you're supposed to vote for this silly woman that was complicit in mass incarceration. But hold tight.
And I'm done. We're going to have her on the show. We're going to support her on this show. We're going to support her. And I cannot wait, if God let me live to see a member of Delta Sigma Theta Sorority Incorporated swear in.
Do you see my point, guys? The black Boule, Sigma Phi Beta, the original Boule, is adjacent with, some will argue with, crossing bones. It's about power. The power elites, the Boule buffer class, and then the common man.
A member of Alpha Kappa Alpha. Man, as being in the Greek family myself. Man, listen. Come on, y'all. Come on.
You're preaching,
Ricky. I'm sorry, Maria.
We with you, dog, and we with her. We needed that. Come on, dog. We needed that.
That put tears in my eyes. And I'm not just saying that, man. I've been out here on the trail, civil rights movement since '79 when Benita Carter got killed. Shot in the back by a white police officer. I've been a lifetime member of the NAACP and the SELCI. I'm on regular text messages and calls with civil rights leaders all over the country. I've been involved. I do.
Pathetic, guys. Pathetic. In my Daffy Duck voice. Pathetic, guys. Pathetic. Pathetic, guys. And once again, guys, it's all about power. It's all about power. This is a master class. This needs to go on a Patreon because they are oligarchs. Oligarchs. I didn't spell that right, I don't think. But they're oligarchs, global elites, part of the shallow government. Buffer class, the Boules, the buffer class, black overseers. He's a high-ranking GLO. Roland Martin is one. Ricky Smiley is one. Van Jones, Steve Harvey, Ben Crump, Al Sharpton, and even some black churches that I was part of. They're all part of the Boule class. Boule Negroes. Think you're damn stupid. And then the common man is the upper class, the middle class, lower class, working class, poor, and all others are either by influence or conditioning, and they tell you how to think. These is part of the global elites and the shallow government. And what they're damn trying to do is they're trying to usher in a one world government. Now, of course, it's going to go on deaf ears, what I'm saying, because, Negroes, some of them are silly and dumb. They don't listen, they're emotional. That's why they play you every time with hot sauce commercials and saying, I don't feel no waste tired, stupid mess. And they're all part of, you heard what he said, the Pan-Hellenic Council. And so, you do what you want to do. But the truth don't damn lie.
You come here and crack jokes on stage, but you don't know what I do behind the scenes. I was behind the scenes when Barack Obama ran. I was behind the scenes in the Bill Clinton campaign, in the Al Gore campaign, in the Joe Biden campaign. My whole life, even when I wasn't even.
Yeah, he's a politician first. And see, these people worship their political parties instead of worshiping God. And I don't worship God like I should. I got a lot of repenting to do myself. But if I die lost, I'll know why I'm lost. But these people are oblivious because they have severe cognitive dissonance. And this man's supposed to be a masculine dude, man, part of the Qs. And he's damn soft as dog doo-doo.
Old enough to vote. When I wasn't old enough to vote, I was still behind the scenes working just.
Yeah, I'm not gonna keep listening to this idiot, man. So let me show you guys something real quick. Because this is what they want y'all to do. They want y'all to say ski wee and vote for this woman because she's a cosplay. Hold tight. Man, are you dealing with issues like this?
Some black men are interested in voting for her, and then you have other black men who are not. I talked about that extensively in a video on my channel, how black men are turning their back on Kamala Harris. And such is the case for a brother like this.
Dear black men, please remain strong. There's going to be a pressure on us to vote Democratic and for us to endorse Kamala Harris. Do not fall for the symbolism. Do not fall for the chucks and pearls. As black men, our vote is highly needed. And there's already talk about black men can't be trusted to vote for Kamala Harris. Well, you're exactly right. We're not falling for the you're not black if you don't vote for Joe Biden. We're going to logically make an informed decision. Kamala Harris has already went on record saying she would not pass any bills or laws that would directly benefit African Americans. So black men, let's be very careful. Let's be able to deal with the criticism. Let's be able to deal with being called sellouts. Let's be able to deal with being called racist. Because right now, the Democratic Party needs our vote for Kamala Harris to be president. And they're already saying we can't be trusted. Well, you're right. We can't be trusted. We're going to make an informed decision. Kamala Harris, sit down. What are you willing to do for the black race other than falsely represent us as a black woman with chucks and pearls in your sorority? Black men, it's finna get hard. We are under attack, but we must remain strong.
But
Harris is not the answer. Book of session. Harris is not the answer. Book of session.
You mean to tell me that the possible first black female president, her primary message, her platform is to promote the very thing that was meant to wipe out our race? That's what she's running on?
What do you mean by that?
When Congress passes a law to restore those freedoms, I will sign it into law.
1 Kamala, 2 Kamala, 3 Kamala, whoa. Which candidate you endorse? Fried chicken to jerk sauce. Chopsticks to rice off. President is on the menu. Now you got some black in you. Willie Brown, see that's irrelevant. Montel Williams said you were celibate.
Yes, I know. There needs to be outreach and inclusion.
And certainly you could become the first Indian senator in U.S. history, which would be quite an accomplishment.
Not good.
You could become the first Indian senator in U.S. history, which would be quite an accomplishment.
Not good.
First Indian vice president.
Yes, I know.
And so black women's intelligence. She's not like us. Where's your lineage? Half Jamaican and half Indian. Around us, she black pretendian.
Yes, I know.
Tulsi Gabbard had you fidgeting.
Senator Harris says she's proud of her record as a prosecutor and that she'll be a prosecutor president, but I'm deeply concerned about this record. There are too many examples to cite, but she put over 1,500 people in jail for marijuana violations and laughed about it when she was asked if she ever smoked marijuana.
Have you ever smoked?
I have.
Oh, like
And I inhale. I did inhale.
Okay.
She kept people in prison beyond their sentences to use them as cheap labor for the state of California.
You actually locked anybody up?
No, we never locked anybody up.
Lying ass bitch. Sister girl, she repositioning. All the black men in prison them. What about Matrice Richardson? Black man on death row found innocent. You fake as a pink iguana. You the female version Obama.
Yes, I know.
Banging Snoop, blow marijuana. You take after your white mama.
Yes, I know.
You'll have white Jamaican father.
Yes, I know. Celebrating Kwanzaa. Every year, our family would, and our extended family, we would gather around.
You ain't celebrating no Kwanzaa.
Yes, I know.
All the black women support you. They projecting, this is why they endorse you.
Yes, I know.
Their self-worth is cracked. Identify what you know and you ain't black. Only reason to vote, you saying that. Say the hell with your people, it's all cap.
Yes, I know.
Reparations, you heard her, she like, aw. Give something only to black people? No.
So I'm not going to sit here and say I'm going to do something that's only going to benefit black people. No.
The 44,000 of y'all. Short the 42 million who didn't call. What I'm saying, it's all facts.
Democrats do not want to talk about Kamala Harris policies. This is a rabbit hole. They want to play the race card to distract. I'm voting for Trump because I want a secure border. I want low prices. I don't like inflation. On the other hand, you got Kamala Harris, Edward, who wants open borders, who wants to eliminate ICE, who compares ICE with the KKK. I don't like those policies, but they insult the intelligence of every black American because they're asking black Americans to vote based on skin color.
Don't give them nothing, just tell her skin is black.
No.
And you ain't black.
No.
Kamala.
No.
Her skin is
No.
Her
You
skin
ain't
is
black. No.
Her skin is
No.
Her skin is
No.
Her skin is
No.
And you ain't black. 1 Kamala, 2 Kamala, 3 Kamala, whoa. You don't support us, we don't vote. We stand on business and we spoke. Reparations, we heard you, you said no. 1 Kamala, 2 Kamala, 3 Kamala, whoa. Which candidate you endorse? Fried chicken to jerk sauce. Chopsticks to rice sauce. Black men, we say no to Kamala Harris. You can't come over here and pretend like you one of us. 1 minute you Indian, 1 minute you Asian. Nah, just be that. That's who you get to vote for you. Yeah. Yeah. You can't run on.
I'm gonna do something that's only gonna benefit black people? No.
And you ain't black.
Do you support reparations for black people?
So I'm not gonna sit here and say I'm gonna do something that's only gonna benefit black people? No.
Okay, I see what you is. Bitch, you played yourself. I'm sorry. Played yourself. Bitch, you had a chance.
I, Kamala Harris, am your Democrat candidate for president because Joe Biden finally exposed his senility at the debate. Thanks, Joe. I was selected because I am the ultimate diversity hire. I'm both a woman and a person of color. So if you criticize anything I say, you're both sexist and racist. I may not know the first thing about running the country, but remember, that's a good thing if you're a deep state puppet. I had 4 years under the tutelage of the ultimate deep state puppet, a wonderful mentor, Joe Biden. Joe taught me rule number 1, carefully hide your total incompetence. I take insignificant things and I discuss them as if they're significant. And I believe that exploring the significance of the insignificant is in itself significant. Talking about the significance of the passage of time, right? The significance of the passage of time. So when you think about it, there is great significance to the passage of time, and there is such great significance to the passage of time. Another trick is trying to sound black. I pretend to celebrate Kwanzaa, and in my speeches, I always do my best Barack Obama impression. So hear me when I say, I know Donald Trump's type. And okay, look, maybe my work addressing the root causes of the border crisis were catastrophic, but my knowledge of international politics is truly shocking. The United States shares a very important relationship, which is an alliance with the Republic of North Korea. It is an alliance that is strong and enduring. And just remember, when voting this November, it is important to see what can be unburdened by what has been. And by what has been, I mean Joe Biden. You think the country went to over the past 4 years? You ain't seen nothing yet.
Until November, we got more questions. You got more questions, but I tell you, if you have a problem figuring out whether you're for me or Trump, and you ain't black.
When men fail to lead, the children rebel and the women take over.
All right, guys, we're going to get into the second part of the show. Do me a favor, guys. 7 people have donated. Shout out to all the people who have donated thus far, guys. Once again, we are above the 10,000 threshold. Been doing this for 3.5 years, almost 4 years. I can't believe it's been this long. I've done over 1,000 videos, so I've been working hard behind the scene, guys, and I'm ready to take this channel to a whole nother level. So I need you guys to support it because this is raw, male-centered content with a licensed professional. This is edutainment. This is edutainment because these shows address the salient issues that are germane to the suffering that many black men experience, but also to the broader populace of American men in general. So if you like what I'm doing, guys, don't let Gregory Scotland, The Quiet Storm, Top Gun, the other men continue to be the ones to donate. Support the stream, guys. And we're about to go into the second half of the show as Pink Book Lesson gives a powerful expose. And we're going to see that in a minute. So once again, guys, thank y'all for donating and supporting the stream. And we're about to go to the second part, so hold tight.
Yes, my 2 cents matter. But the first thing I want to say is, are you really endorsing Kamala Harris for president? I am not a Democrat and I am not a Republican. But what I am is a logical thinking person. Kamala Harris wasn't a vice president. I mean, I almost forget she vice president. I'm going to tell you my 3 no's. Number 1, she a woman. And I am just not for a woman president. That's just my views and that's where I'm staying. Number 2, she is the weakest vice president in the history of America. Okay. Number 3 is she's a part of AKA. Those organizations have their own agendas. It's just a no. No, because she's a no. Kamala Harris absolutely not president of the United States. Okay, this is to the AKA that keeps inboxing me about my comment on Kamala Harris. Number 1, if you're African American, the Boule, Greek organization, Talented 10 are your problem. When you're in a work environment and can't get ahead, it's because of them. If you in church and you getting a snub, it's because of them. If you anywhere socially and they around each other, they are your problem. And I don't care if you walk through the sand, the earth, the desert, the lake. I really don't care what made you bind together. I don't need to join an organization to be where I'm at, and I'm an executive in what I do. Okay? So back off and move on. She's not competent to be president. Period.
Second part. Let's get into it, guys. This is the second part. Shout out to Pink Book Lessons. She did a great expose. And shout out to Tito, to Black Tobacco Fly Guy Way. I was listening to General Tito on his channel, Tobacco Fly Guy, and listening to Pink Book Lesson. And I've listened to a few. And I heard Tito talking about Boules. I've heard others talk about it. I've always known about it in part. And that's why I've been doing these series. And once again, this is not an indictment to all GLOs. There are some GLOs that are not in the elite class. They're just regular Greeks. They don't, they're good brothers and good sisters. I'm not talking about those. But I'm talking about these damn elite Negroes. They don't care about black men or black women or community. The only thing they care about is power. And this man is definitely a bootlicker. The one a few minutes ago, and Ben Crump, he's one, and also Al Sharpton. But we're going to get into it, guys. This is the second part. And once again, guys, donate to the channel. Donate to this prestigious channel, guys, and share the content. Hold tight.
No, we interrupted this.
And once again, shout out to Pink Book Lesson. This is fair use. Shout out to Pink Book Lesson. This is fair. Shout out to my man Top Gun, always showing love. He said, I said last night that I would donate to the show tomorrow, so I'm here today donating. Is that on an example of Kamami's word? Shout out to my homie Taco. That's my brother, man. Shout out to him, man. Always showing love.
You kept saying he lied, but you were,
and I'm telling you
that's
the
not
lies.
what you're talking about.
Let me say
that's
to
not
you
what you
again.
said during the speech. I was listening to the speech, and I was listening
First of all,
to
it
you.
wasn't a speech.
And God, this is Hoagie Head Roland Martin. This is Hoagie Head, Roland Martin. He's one of the high chiefs or the ranking generals of the Black Boule. Hoagie Head Roland Martin.
Here's the deal. The three panelists and the president. Here's the deal. You were not one of the panelists. If you were the journalist of the year, why weren't you up there asking questions?
We have a journalist of the year every year. We've been around 49 years. So we have
you
multiple
specifically,
journalists.
why were you not on that stage?
And once again, guys, Boule biscuits for sale and a modern overseer. That's what they are. They're modern overseers. They think that you're dumb and you supposed to, you know, however they tell you to vote, you supposed to damn do it and shut up. And I wish the God one of these jackasses would damn try to tell me how to vote and think. But once again, guys, they are oligarchs, global elites, part of the global elites of the shadow government control them. They're puppets, and they don't know. You got to get to a high ranking to understand what's going on. You got people that at the lower level that are innocent, but once they get to the high level, they will eat you up and spit you out because they are a highly organized machine. They're a machine. And once again, the buffer class, black overseers, high-ranking GLOs, Roland Martin, Ricky Smiley, Van Jones, Steve Harvey, Ben Crump, Al Sharpton, and many times in the black church. And I'm going to do a show soon talking about the black church as well and how there's some of these GLOs in the black church, and they're paid puppets as well, and they do masses bidding.
Be real clear.
You were just in the audience screaming he lied?
Let me be real clear.
From row one?
Let me be real clear.
Who put you in row one?
Because you're cute and you get your little video. So you're talking to somebody who has far more history in this organization than you've ever been. So
I'm not a member. That's true.
There you
I'm
go.
definitely not an NABJ member.
When you're not a member and you have no understanding of our history or our membership, you don't realize founders are sitting here. You don't realize that former presidents are sitting here.
Doesn't mean you get to just rudely interrupt from the first row.
Okay, let me say it again.
That's not what journalists do.
Oh, actually, you have the.
You're not a panelist.
Are you a journalist?
I think I am. More
so
than you.
Are you a
journalist? I'm
journalist?
asking real questions
Really?
right now. You're just
Are you a journalist?
filibustering.
Are you a journalist? Why are you a journalist? What's your organization?
Because I'm asking questions.
No. What's your media organization?
I'm independent. I'm asking you
What's
questions.
your media organization?
Oh, you need to be in a media organization?
And so, guys, he was at the Trump rally, trying to lambaste Trump. And, if they were fair and say, I respect my black brothers and sisters that vote for Trump, they got their own individualized issues, and I understand that, then I would never have done a show talking about these Boule buffer class Negroes. But when you try to silence masculine black men that are a dying breed like myself and tell us to be quiet, then I got a problem. I got a problem with that. I got a problem with it.
Well, if you're going to be a journalist, you have to be with a media entity.
Oh, so right. You need to be paid off by big corporate media?
No, actually. What's your media entity?
Who do you work for?
I work for me. I own my company.
Oh, really? So you're an independent journalist?
No.
Isn't that what I just said?
No, actually, but I named
this
the
doesn't
company.
make any sense.
It's called Black Star Network. What's your company?
The what?
What's your company?
What's the state media
What's
company?
Your company?
The company. It's called the company.
Oh, it's called the company?
It's called my company.
Okay, that's cute.
That's great.
Are you the CEO? Are you the CEO?
Maybe.
No,
listen,
are you the
why
CEO?
were you not on that stage?
Are you the CEO?
That's Roland Martin arguing at the NABJ convention. That's all he was doing the whole time, screaming and being emotional. Now, before the event, he spoke out against having an all-female panel to interview Trump.
No black male journalist. Got 4,000 members.
The truth is, he really didn't care about black men having a voice. He just wanted to wobble up there himself. No.
Right. People Lesson is right. She's right. He just wanted to wobble up there himself because these Boule buffer class Negroes think you're dumb, and they think they're smarter than you, and they should tell you how to think, and you can't think as a logic individual yourself.
Oh, he was not advocating for black men. He was advocating for Roland. He didn't want Trump at the event at all, but didn't care that the NABJ wasn't important enough for Kamala to show up too. They spent the last 2 weeks worshiping this non-black, racially ambiguous chameleon just for her to turn around and disrespect them by not having her at their event. Kamala knew about this event ahead of time, but didn't care to show up because she didn't want to face the old black media. I don't know what she's scared of. They're not going to ask her any questions about actual tangibles for black people, like what she supports specifically for her red dot Indian community or immigrants. I guess she's really not sure what would happen if she had to come off the speech that was already rehearsed and answer questions. Her advisors don't want her to take any chances. So it didn't matter that Kamala the cosplaying chameleon snubbed them and the boogeyman orange man bad actually showed up. Trump agreed to come. Kamala didn't, and that's why Roland Martin was already having a meltdown before Trump's appearance at the conference.
Yeah, he got animus for Trump because, like I said, guys, they don't care about no damn black. They don't care about the black community. They don't care about it. They only care about power, and they don't care about you having power. They just want you to be quiet and do what they tell you to do, and they give you some cornbread when they feel like giving you cornbread. They give you their version of cornbread, and that's all these Boule, a lot of these high-ranking, and I emphasize high-ranking Boule Negroes do. And I'm so honored to the brothers that are Greeks, but even some of the brothers that I know that are Greeks, they even agree with this nonsense. They're brothers that I rock with that are Greeks, and they don't agree with this damn nonsense. I was on Machismo TV a while ago, and there was a brother up there that was a Sigma, and he was talking about the nonsense. And so there are Greeks that don't agree with this nonsense. So all Greeks ain't the same. But these are what I call simp Greeks, Greek simps. And they're weak as weak as dog do.
2, no black male journalists. Got 4,000 members. I'm down for the sisters. And if there were 3 black men and no sisters, I would be joining the sisters saying, where's representation?
It's the reason why they...
Is that the guy that does the pork? Is that the guy that does the pork and pig? The pork and pig voiceovers, dibbity-dee. That's awful. But this one for you, Top Gun. This one for you, homie. This for you. That's awful. But this one for you, Top Gun. This one for you, homie. This for you.
Had 3 women on the panel and not 1 man. But he's so busy simping for Kamala the cosplaying chameleon, he can't even see what's really going on. During the Trump discussion, Roland was sitting up in the front row acting like a terrible 2-year-old, interrupting the ladies and Trump, which was also disrespectful, all because he wanted to be one of the women on stage and they wouldn't let him in. So he just sat there the whole time yelling from his high chair. Then when it was over, he went spreading his narrative on his platform and to all of his old black media friends, saying Trump shouldn't have been invited and how they should have cut him off, basically saying the discussion should have been like a baddies reunion. He's been criticizing the NABJ, asking why was Trump allowed to come when they've been inviting presidents and candidates for years. Obama, Democrat, George Bush, Republican.
And guys, they got a serene hatred for Trump because once again, guys, Trump is not a politician. Trump is not really a rhino. Trump is not even a true Republican. He's just a representation or an avatar of the Republican Party. And a lot of Republicans don't like Trump because Trump is his own man. And they don't like it.
They're supposed to be unbiased media and professional. However, it's very obvious that they don't know how to do that. Because let's be honest, they would have never started an interview off like that with Kamala. They would have spent the whole time talking about her HBCU experience, being an AKA, and I can't forget the most important issue in the black community to Kamala, getting rid of more black babies. That's all they would have talked about. And let me tell you, every single one of them in the building would have been cheering the whole time. Yeah, cheering for our own destruction.
First of all, Kamala Harris didn't even show up. Kamala Harris didn't even show up because she don't feel like she needs to show up because she already knows she got...
And once again, guys, there are black women that are waking up. There are black women that are waking up. There are black women and black folks, guys, that are waking up because they're sick of these Boule Negroes. They are waking up. They are waking up and they're calling out the nonsense.
At the black votes, lying up in Chicago, and she don't have no respect for the black people. And let's not forget, she chicken. She complete chicken. She been saying she wanted to debate Trump, and this would have been the best time for her to be on stage with Trump and say whatever she wanted to say to him. But of course,
shout out to our sisters that are waking up. There are sisters that are waking up. Thank you for the good sisters that are finally beginning to wake up. They're beginning to wake up and see this nonsense for what it is. Black women, many are waking up. There are still some that are still in the valley, but there are sisters that are beginning to wake up. And they're seeing the writing on the wall because if this woman become president, it's over. America and black folks will become a permanent underclass. And I'm passionate about this because, once again, I got daughters. I got a grandbaby. I got a nephew. I'm concerned about their future. But they don't give a damn about your future. They don't care about nobody but power and their own selfish needs.
He didn't even show up. The doggone interviewers, they were 35 minutes late because they had no respect for Trump either. But Trump, kudos to you for going into this bull crap. Now, this interviewer didn't even start the interview off by saying hello, President Trump, or hello, former President Trump, or hello, Trump. She didn't even speak to him. She just went straight into the text. And I'm going to tell y'all something. I don't like Kamala Harris at all. Period. Y'all know I don't like Kamala Harris. But she is the VP of the United States of America. And if I had a conversation with her, if I had an interview with her, the first thing I would do before I even started any question would say, hello, VP Harris, how you doing? That's the least respect you can give to anybody. But these disrespectful tricks, they have any respect for Trump. All they did was come.
Right. No respect for the man. They hate Trump. It's called Trump derangement syndrome. They don't even know why they hate him. And some of this, guys, is demonic. A lot of this stuff is demonic. It's very demonic. And they hate him because they can't control him. That's why they try to get all these charges against him. That's why they try to find stuff, make stuff up. And that's why they constantly say, you guys, victimization. And because the oligarchs want to usher in the one world order. And I know some of you don't believe it. You know, you say, oh, it's conspiracy theory. Well, you're about to see it soon. Bush said it better than me. He said, we're going to have a one world order. He said it will happen. These people have been behind the scenes since the inception of the Americas, pushing policies and agendas and controlling the affairs of men. But you know, some of you won't believe it, and that's fine. But you will see it at some point. You can never say I didn't warn you, though. You can never say I didn't warn you.
I would attack from the beginning.
Tariq Nasheed also agreed they should ask important questions while maintaining a level of decorum.
Pretty objective, and this is what you're supposed to do. And this is another thing. When Trump went over there to speak to the NABJ, you know, a lot of people are critical of them being rude, because the thing is, there's a rule. If you invite somebody to your platform or to your house or to your forum, you're supposed to, and they accept, you're supposed to give them just the proper amount of respect for just showing up in good faith. You don't bring somebody on just to browbeat them immediately. You can ask tough questions, but you don't invite somebody to your platform and get them there and then just start browbeating them after they've accepted an invitation. You're supposed to show some kind of decorum.
But that thing with NABJ, where they're just, when they got the women up there asking these accusatory questions and kind of being rude and all that.
And Tariq is right. Tariq Nasheed is correct. This woman already had confirmation bias before she even interviewed the president, the former president. She already had confirmation bias. You could tell by her body language when she leaned in. She leaned in because they have a visceral hatred for this man. They don't even know why they hate him. They just hate him because the media tells them to hate him, and the powers that be, the shallow elites, got them controlled, and they don't know how to think because they are manipulated and controlled by the media. They don't even know why they hate the man. They just hate him because, you know, the world tells them to hate him. That's why they hate him. They only hate him because the world tells them to hate him. That's the only reason why they hate him.
Didn't they have Roland out there yelling in the audience? Roland, big old jolly ass out there yelling like a damn woman, yelling stuff. Come on, man, that ain't
right,
dude. They didn't have no men up there. See, this is what.
Right. Tariq is right, and that's what happened. That's what's happened, guys, to our society. It's no more masculine men. The masculine men are gone. It's hard to find masculine men. The masculine men are emotional. They got low testosterone. And the masculine men, guys, they don't stand on business. Their women control them. I know grown men that are big and strong, and they do what their wives tell them to do. That would never be me. I wish a woman would ever damn try to tell me what to do. I wish a woman would ever try to damn control me and lead me and tell me how to think as a man. She would get her feelings severely hurt. Severely hurt. I mean severely hurt. There's too many weak men in this world. Don't have no backbone. Don't stand for nothing. They do what their women say because they were raised by their mama. They were raised by their mamas. So they think like women. And when you try to challenge them, they want to fight you. And they'll say, oh my God.
Yeah, put chain on the balls on my mom. They be broken balls. Kill some of my mom.
Bro,
They back me look like
Gang, that's on my monkey. Gang, that's on my monkey. Gang, that's on my
We need masculinity out here.
Right.
You put
right. Say it again, Brother Tariq. We need masculinity, guys. We need masculine men that'll call out BS. We need masculine men. Tariq is around my age. I think Tariq is probably in his late 40s, early 50s. I'm 52. But we need more masculine men that's going to speak truth to power, going to stand on business, man. That's what we need. But of course, you can't say nothing to these weak men like Ricky Smiley, Roly Poly Martin, Hogan Head Martin, Steve Sim Harvey, Van Jones, and Ben Crump, all nothing but Boule overseers. Nothing but damn Boule overseers, and think they are smart. And they're not smart at all. Many times they get those positions because they got influence, or their Greek letter organizations put them in influential positions.
Women out there, and then if Trump says anything that they don't like, oh, that's misogyny, all of that stuff. See, I don't want us to be looking, I don't want the black community to just perpetually be feminized, where the women got to represent, and Trump is out here standing on manhood business.
Right.
Just the optics of it. We got Trump walking.
And that's why so many black men rock with Trump, because Trump speaks truth to power. Trump is a masculine man, and Trump speaks truth to power. Trump is an OG. Trump speaks truth to power. Trump ain't scared of nobody. That's why they don't like him. You ain't got to agree with everything Trump say, but Trump is an OG. Trump speaks truth to power, and folks don't like it.
Like a man, standing up like a man, and you got a big Roland's jolly ass with his bouncing in the audience yelling, and there's women on stage. Come on, man.
The problem with Roland is, in his mind, he thinks he should be the main person in charge to speak to and for black people. He's yelling in the audience that Trump is a...
Right, y'all see what I'm talking about, right? These Boule Negroes think they're smarter than you. They're modern damn day overseers. Pink Book Lessons is on point, and they think they should speak for black people. Pink Book Lessons is saying the same thing I've always said. She is correct.
Liar over and over again when he had Tiffany Teflon in his face and allowed her to lie for an hour. Over and over again, undermining the black women and black men that's been fighting for justice, while all the crooks in Cook County and the whole state of Illinois allowed her to steal millions from black people and ruin their businesses. He didn't have that energy at all with her.
Whatever, I do what I want.
At the end of the day, Roland, you don't run the NABJ. You're just a member. He's acting like it's a company and he's the owner. He's only mad because he wasn't chosen to interview Trump. He was talking as if he was standing up against it being all black women and wanted a black man in there, knowing that if a black man was selected other than him, he would still be throwing a tantrum. You would think that an organization that's always speaking on diversity, they would want a black man up there. But for Roland, this wasn't about that. It was about him. Let's go ahead and get the conversation started. Let me know what you think about this below. Special thank you to Emmanuel. I appreciate you for all of your support. Much love to T. Gordon Williams, Donald G, Dark Power, Daryl and Selena, and Roland C. Don't forget that you can support this channel as well. Links to Cash App and PayPal are below. Ladies, fellas, want a balanced analysis, want the truth from a woman's perspective? Then you're going to want to subscribe to this channel, and don't forget to like and share.
All right, guys, this is the second part of Pink Book. She's talking about the second Boule Negro and Ben Crump. And Ben Crump, guys, is definitely part of the Simps of the Week. He ain't nothing but a trauma hustler. Every time somebody's damn dead or about to die, he is one of the you remember in slavery, guys, they had what was called the slave catchers. They would go run and find slaves to catch and bring back the master. But he ain't nothing but a little trauma hustler. He's a trauma hustling bootlicker. And Pink Book Lessons did an awesome job breaking this man down. But hold tight.
And she really showed me and demonstrated to me that she cares about our people passionately.
She said, he said she cares about our people passionately. Nothing but old bootlicker, guys. He ain't nothing but old Boule bootlicker. Ain't nothing but a Boule bootlicker. Ben Crump.
Wait a damn minute. Wait a damn.
I know he's not talking about the same person. Ben Crump and a bunch of Boule black men are running around telling other black men that they have to protect Kamala the cosplaying chameleon.
Right.
You know, because she's, quote, passionate about our people. Right. When I heard this, I'm like, I know we're not talking about the same woman.
So I'm not going to sit here and say I'm going to do something that's only going to benefit black people. No.
And see, guys, Pink Book Lesson, I love Pink Book Lesson because she thinks like a dude. She thinks like a real sister. I call her a real sister. She's a Catherine. She's not a Keisha. Shout out to Pink Book Lesson if you're listening. Pink Book Lesson is a Catherine. She's not a Keisha. And Catherines are like the women of the past. Catherines are old school black women that believed in black tradition and black family. Catherines were that woman up the street that supported you. And those women, guys, at one point were the greatest women ever.
Fall comes to us in its own time. Fighters, keepers, losers, we.
Pink Book Lesson is a Catherine. She's not a Keisha. So I stand with Pink Book Lesson and all sisters that support tradition in black families and masculinity. Nothing but love for that sister. Nothing but love for her.
She's, quote, passionate about a group of people she says she won't do anything for. She said no with attitude, too. But when they questioned her on what she would specifically do for illegal immigrants, she rolled out a whole laundry list.
On January 20th, 2021, if you are president, what specifically would you do with the thousands of people who try to reach the United States every day and want a better life through asylum?
Immediately on January 20th of 2021, I will, first of all, we cannot forget our DACA recipients, and so I'm going to start there. I will immediately, by executive action, reinstate DACA status and DACA protection to those young people. I will further extend protection for deferral of deportation for their parents. I will also immediately put in place a meaningful process for reviewing the cases for asylum.
One of the questions that the black community has is, Senator Harris, if you are elected president, what would be your agenda for the black community?
Right. So I'm not going to sit here and say I'm going to do something that's only going to benefit black people. No.
The Democrats have been...
So once again, guys, y'all see the evidence. This woman is a cosplay. She's a Boule too. They got their own agenda. They are foot soldiers for the oligarchs. They are secretaries for the global elites. The black community at one point was on fire. We were doing good. Our women were virtuous. Our women weren't ran through. Children were in intact black homes and families. Our communities were better. But look at the destruction of voting blue. Now, you don't have to like the Republican Party. You can say they had their issues as well, and that's fine. I ain't got a problem with that. But our families, even though Jim Crow was nefarious, our families were powerful under Jim Crow. Our families were more intact under Jim Crow. But now you got all these liberal agendas pushing black folks down. The alphabet mafia. You got the alphabet mafia. You got the women's issues. You got border issues. You got inflation. And everybody else is making black folks a permanent underclass. And they're bringing these immigrants over, as I said earlier, so that Democrats can be in power forever. They don't care about these immigrants. And they don't care about the alphabet mafia. And they don't even care about the women. It's about power to destroy America and to usher in a one world order and a one world government. And it's going to happen. Hopefully Trump can stem the tide, but it's going to happen because if she becomes president, it's over. And what I don't understand is that after everything the black folks went through during COVID, they still are endorsing this nefarious woman. I don't get it, guys. Don't get it, no understand it.
Ignoring our demands for several years now, they won't offer anything to us like they offer other people, but they love coming around during election time to try to force votes out of us. They ignored straight black men for years, like they didn't need their vote.
Man, speak on it, Pink Book Lesson. Speak on it, Pink Book Lesson. And that's why, guys, they hate men's spaces. That's why they hate the Dennis Sperlings of the world. That's why they hate the machismo TVs. That's why they hate the kosher clinicians. That's why they hate the Dr. Tiasan Johnsons. That's why they hate the Dr. Ronald Neals. That's why they hate any platforms that more or less are pro-man, pro-black, pro-community. They don't like those communities. They don't like those men or those talking points. That's why they come against you, because they want to make you become silent. And in your silence, you are complicit in the very thing that you complain about. In your silence, you are complicit in the very things that you complain about. In your silence.
And only focused on black women. But now they're asking for black men's support, and yeah, you have these Boule black men rushing to defend this woman. Not only are they vowing to protect her, but they put up over $1 million in like 3 or 4 hours to help this chameleon trick other people in the community. Literally supporting a woman that's done nothing for black men but locked them up in prison for substances that are now legal in California and laughed about it. The same substances she claimed.
And once again, guys, that's why I stand with Pink Book Lesson. If y'all haven't subscribed to this dear sister, go check that dear sister out. She's a real one. Got nothing but respect for Pink Book Lessons. She's always been about business. She's been one of our allies. We need sisters like her to come against these Negro Boules. Shout out to Pink Book Lesson. Nothing but love for that sister. If you're listening, shout out to you, Pink Book Lesson.
That she indulged in herself. Supporting a woman that will flip-flop and change positions, even her race, depending on who she's standing in front of. One year she was against capital punishment. Then the next year she was pushing for a black man to get taken out on death row, although she used false lab results as evidence to push for this man's life to be taken away. The same woman that all of a sudden cares so much about black men, in that case, she stood defiant and had to be forced by the court to release that information.
Is protect her. We have to protect her.
Yeah, Ben Crump and these guys are definitely on one. We're going to get into it, but first, take a second to make sure you're...
And Benjamin Crump, Ben Crump is the modern day Al Sharpton. He took the mantle from Al Sharpton and he ran away with it. Ben Crump is the modern day Al Sharpton. He's Al Sharpton 2.0. Nothing but a trauma hustler, nothing but damn trauma hustling. That's all he do. Is trauma hustle and make money off black folks' pain and do it damn over and over and over again. He's nothing but a trauma hustler. And he's a black Boule. Go through his research. I promise you he's part of the GLO. He's part of the Divine Nine. He's a trauma hustler. He's one of those high-ranking Boule Negroes that try to control the affairs of black people and black men.
Subscribe to the channel and click the notification bell for all updates. Won't waste any time. Let's go ahead and jump into it.
That she cares about our people passionately. And so what we have to do, brothers and sisters, is protect her.
How are you 100% committed to somebody that told you she's not willing to make any commitment to us, the people she's relying on for votes? Yeah, you're 100% committed to that, and you're supposed to be the black civil rights justice leader?
Right.
Then how was she passionate about black people when you're up there fighting for justice for your client and she was fighting against you? You had to battle with her. Then you wonder why in these cases where Ben Crump is brought in, on the civil side, the criminal side is always sabotaged. That's because on the civil side, they wash their hands, basically sabotaging the whole criminal case. No, he's not the defense attorney, yet he's so-called fighting with the AG. He said a lot there that a lot of people missed.
We have to protect her from all of those who are going to try to attack her because of racism, sex.
Look at this Boule puppet, guys. Use the same damn talking points as white liberals. Look at him. Use the same talking points as white liberals. With his Boule bojangling behind. He need to put on a chicken hat because that's all his ass do is bojangle for these liberals. That's all he does. It ain't got nothing to do with no sexism or racism because she's not a black woman. She's not an ADOS black. She's not one of us. She's not like us. But you vote for her anyway because she's paying you money under the table. And these Boules are no different than the black overseers that were over the plantations. They'll sell you out for money and power. They'll catch you and bring you back to massa because they have validation issues and they overcompensate. They got psychological issues. And this Boule puppet master is no damn different. Because once again, he's part of the buffer class. Boule buffer class, black overseers, high-ranking GLOs, and he's one of them. Ben Crump, whatever his name is. Ben Simp Crump. I can smell the simp in him from a mile away.
Classism, and just all around haterade.
Again, this three-trick pony was already exposed. 1, convince us that this Indian woman is a black American woman. 2, if non-black people criticize her, call them racist. 3, if black men or any man criticize her, call them misogynistic. And every single point of view.
And once again, guys, that's weaponizing language. That's weaponizing language. Shout out to Deacon Saul. That's weaponizing language. Shout out to him. They weaponize language to control you and they'll manipulate you. They weaponize language to control you and manipulate you. They weaponize language to control you and manipulate you, gentlemen and good women. And that, once again, is psychomorphism, a term or terminology that I created. If you hear anybody using psychomorphism, you know they stole it from me. But that's a term that I created called psychomorphism or psychomorphology. That's what these Boule buffer class Negroes are doing. It's called psychomorphology. I'm going to go back and explain it again. Psychomorphology is a study. I created all of this because I am the kosher clinician and everything I do is kosher. But psychomorphology is a study of politicking, gaslighting, trauma hustling, race hustling, and victim hustling. That's Ben Crump 101. The psychomorph is the one that injects the poison in the minds of black people. That's Ben Crump, Al Sharpton, Roly Poly Martin, Steve Harvey, and Ricky Simp Smalley. An individual that manipulates your emotions for political gain, political gaslighting, empty promises through fear, only not to deliver to the people. And then you become psychomorph if you keep allowing yourself to be besmirched every time. And then you got psychomorphism. That's the science of the psychomorph. They are psychomorphs. And a psychomorph is nothing but a Boule bandit. They steal dreams and give you empty promises, and they will gaslight you to make you think that what you're thinking is not true. And so if you hear this from anybody, you know that I created these terms. I am the kosher clinician. Everything I do is kosher. I created these terms. I need to put these terms in a lexicon and put them in my own personal book because I know people will steal talking points, some of the bigger content creators, and they'll never give you credit for it. And they do it many times because their channels are bigger and they don't want to give you no shine because they want to steal the shine. And I get it. It is what it is. But hold tight.
Made that's not worshiping this non-black black American woman is categorized as hate or an attack. Listen, y'all are about to successfully install this woman as the presidential nominee when no one gave her a single vote in the primary as a presidential candidate. You literally failed to practice your own idea of democracy that you have people believing that we stood for. Then you're also telling us we can't ask questions? We can't hold her accountable for her record? We can't ask for any tangible resources or commitments for our vote? We should all just shut up, fall in line, give Kamala the cosplaying chameleon our votes and our bank accounts? I'm sorry, this is straight up robbery on so many levels. Like seriously, are you crazy? Do y'all think we're all dumb? We're supposed to let this woman become president in 100 days, quicker than anybody else in history, in a complete fast track, rushing us so we don't have enough time to fully evaluate this lady and know what we're getting into? Really?
You just go ahead and keep your eyes on the prize, and us strong black men and there's strong black women. We gonna watch your 9 and we got your back. So tonight is a testament to that.
Why are black people expected in a few hours or a few days to throw our support behind a woman that's shown us on the national stage, at least for 5 years, that she doesn't support black Americans? When she was the first Indian woman to hold those offices representing California, she didn't support us. And when she was the DA in San Francisco and the AG of California, she didn't support black Americans then either. The same woman that will let black women get knocked off by the police, and she did nothing about it when she had the authority to do so. Yeah, Kamala the cosplaying chameleon, she was top cop then. Cop Mala before she turned into defund the police, and now she's back to top cop again just a couple of years later. No, she didn't have Matrice Richardson's back. Go ask her daddy. She didn't have Oscar Grant's back. Go ask his mama.
Right.
Yeah, she was strong and defiant in not addressing economic issues in the black community. She didn't have our back. So tell me again, why should we support this lady that's disrespected black women, black men, and sabotage black children?
Shout, man, shouts this dear sister, man. And good sisters like Pink Book Lesson are logical. You can tell Pink Book probably was a teacher because she's very precise in her deductive reasoning. Shout out to Pink Book Lesson. Nothing but love for that sister. She is a Catherine. Shout out to Pink Book Lessons.
That's her California record. And she dissed all of us again 4 years ago when she was running for president back then. That's why she got no support from us in the 2020 primary. Like, did y'all forget?
To be able to show not only America, but the world just how brilliant this sister is, just how much she is a symbol of hope, not just for black people, but all marginalized people in America who have never had the Constitution.
This pathetic simp, man. You should be ashamed of yourself being Crump. But of course you don't know no better. You're controlled by the puppet master, so you got to do what you think is right for the sake of puppet master expediency. But nothing but a puppet simp.
Guarantees fully bestowed upon them.
Here we go, Obama 2.0. They already bamboozled us with this in 2008. That was 16 years ago. I know you're not going to try to run change and hope on us again. How is this hope?
So I'm not going to sit here and say I'm going to do something that's only going to benefit black people? No.
Yeah, so how is this Indian woman supposed to be hope for black people? She's not even us.
Yeah, girl, I'm out here in these streets. As they say, they're not like us.
No, they not.
This is our opportunity. And I know we can win this thing. Roland, you understand president politics, battleground politics better than most. Her path to victory, as long as the Democrats will vote Democratic and not be blindsided by bias or bigotry, and we get our brothers and sisters and our little cousins and nieces, nephews, our homeboys, our homegirls, our frat brothers, our Mason brothers, Shaniqua.
You heard what he said, guys? Did you hear what he said? His frat brothers and his Mason brothers. Did you hear what he said? They work behind the scene. You got the lower ranking ones, and then you got the mid tier, and then you got the higher ones. The higher ones are the one doing the work. Cause he's a Boule. He's part of the black Boule guys. He's part of it. He's a part of the puppet. He's a step and fetcher for the puppet masters. That's what he is.
Was June bugs. Everybody, as Derek Johnson, NAACP president, often say, the infrequent voters, like with Obama, like what they did in Georgia with the Senate races. If we get those infrequent voters fired up and get to the polls, then she has such.
And his goofy ASS. You know what burns me up, guys, is that this fool is making money off trauma. He probably live in a nice house somewhere in Georgia, nice cars and all of that, while other black folks are suffering. Other black folks don't have money. Other black folks are living on the streets. Other black people are being impacted by other traumatic things because he's a Boule bootlicker. A Boule bootlicker, tap dancer for the white puppet masters. Obama's a bootlicker as well, tap dancing. Didn't do a damn thing for black men or the black community or traditional black women. and they push every agenda outside of the Most High. But somehow we're supposed to vote for him because this man with a list that's a trauma hustler damn say so.
The easy path to victory. And like the great men of Omega Psi Phi say, Roland Martin, we need 10 of us. We come to the poll and we bring.
You hear him talking about stuff that ain't got nothing to damn do with American black people in general. He's talking about an elite class, Omega Phi Psi. What that got to do with them? Well, Omega Phi Psi, even though a lot of folks thought I was Omega, they thought I was a Q. But what does that have to do anything with the issues and concerns about black people and the black community? Nothing. But like I said, guys, y'all see it for yourself.
10 people with us, unlikely voters, people, some of them might be in our family, some of them may be in our community, but we write their names down and we make sure that they are registered to vote and they come to vote. And oh, by the way, y'all brothers, God has blessed everybody on this call. We can donate to Kamala and scare the hell.
And once again, this platypus mouth jackass, the revelated spirit of variance said this guy sounds like Sylvester the cat suffering succotash. Suffering succotash. Yeah, that's all he cares about, guys. But you can raise millions of dollars for this woman that's a fake, but you can't raise millions of dollars for black boys to read and helping black communities. They want power. That's all they want is power, guys. That's all they care about is power. They don't care about nothing but power, prestige, and living in their own gated communities and driving their fancy cars and looking their noses down on the working class black man while they suffer and they continue to go on fancy trips and they continue to rub elbows and then move up to the top. What a shame and what a damn disgrace.
A lot of those billionaires, because when you got small donors, that's way greater than those billionaire donors, because money don't vote, people vote. And that's why we got to have a ground game and organize.
It's funny how they can call on Shaniqua and Junebug for a vote for Kamala and give Kamala money, but when it comes to helping them get in position to elevate with a job or their own businesses, these people are nowhere to be found. The only time Ben Crump show up for Junebug is when he get wiped out by the police, and he used that tragedy to get a big bag.
Trauma hustling, right. When Raekwon get messed up by the police and say, oh, my mama, that's when you see old damn suffering succotash coming to
the yeah, put chain on them balls on my mom. They be broken balls. Kill some of my mom. Bro, they back me look like that's on my mom. That's on my mom. That's on my mom.
When Junebug get arrested by the cops or deleted, that's when you find old big tongue suffering succotash Ben Crump coming running to the rescue with a podium trying to get money and continue to push race hustling and trauma hustling politics.
For him and his company. Listen, there's a big push right now to pressure and shame black men into supporting making this woman the first Indian president and the first female president. They have the Boule group wagging their fingers at black men. I saw they had Don Lemon on the latest Black Men for Kamala call. I don't know who will listen to Don Lemon. He's LGBT first, definitely not B1. And all this talk about protecting this woman, all because she's supposed to be a black American woman when she's not even a black American woman in the first place, it's just crazy. Why should all the black men that Kamala crapped on with her record and policies in California be defending and protecting her? For one, she's got Secret Service to protect her. They'll be protecting her for the rest of her life. And I guess Doug is there for emotional protection because I'm not sure what else he's supposed to do. Yeah, you forgot about that. She got a whole husband. Shouldn't her husband be protecting her instead of this army of black men they're trying to recruit?
Right.
Let's go ahead and get the conversation started. Black men, are you listening to this? Are y'all getting together by the thousands to protect Kamala the cosplaying chameleon? I don't know. Let me know below in the comments.
Right. Shout out to Pink Book Lesson for exposing this woman with chucks and pearls as an Indian. They think black folks are so stupid. And sadly, some of them are stupid, but black folks are beginning to wake up. in record numbers, they're beginning to wake up. I'm going to show you guys something before I end this stream and prove what we all been talking about the silly woman.
Okay, we know that Kamala Harris is part Indian and part Jamaican, but let's dig deeper. Her mother, Shyamala Gopalan, is 100% South Asian, while her father, Donald Jasper Harris, is biracial. Jasper's mother is Beryl Christie, a Jamaican woman of sub-Saharan African descent, and Jasper's father, Oscar Joseph Harris, is also biracial. Being the child of Joseph Alexander Harris, a British merchant and slave owner who owned a...
Now listen to this, guys. Listen to this. Her mom is full Indian. Like I said, she got a little Indian in it, a little black, but she ain't black because we don't go by the one drop rule. That's about white racism. But let's go back, guys. Let's go back. Guys, I need y'all to donate, man, because this is getting good. Donate to the channel, guys. But let's go back. Let's go back and see this psychomorphism.
Okay, we know that Kamala Harris is part Indian and part Jamaican, but let's dig deeper. Her mother, Shyamala Gopalan, is 100% South Asian, while her
100% South Asian. All right.
Her father, Donald Jasper Harris, is biracial. Jasper's mother is Beryl Christie, a Jamaican woman of sub-Saharan African descent.
So his mother, I guess she was a sub-house, a black woman. So that's why I say, guys, she might be quarter ADOS, quarter black, or maybe 15%, but she's not a true black woman. She's more Indian than anything, but hold tight.
And Jasper's father, Oscar Joseph Harris, is also biracial. Being the child of Joseph Alexander Harris, a British merchant and slave owner who...
This man, his mother was they said a Jamaican black woman. Remember, you can be Jamaican, but not necessarily be all black Jamaican. You can just be a national Jamaican, but have diverse roots or a diverse bloodline. But father was biracial. His father was a white man that owned slaves. So you want to support a woman that was complicit in mass incarceration, but also complicit or had family members that owned black slaves. But you want black men to vote for this woman.
Who owned a pimento plantation in Jamaica. And Oscar's mother, Christiana Chrissy Brown, a Jamaican woman, was biracial as well. Being the daughter of Hamilton Brown Jr.
So a bunch of biracial black folks. She got some I guess according to this, she got some black blood, but you guys will see it. Hold tight.
An Irish man living in Jamaica who had relations with Mary Malvina, a woman of sub-Saharan African descent, his parents being Hamilton Brown, a wealthy Irish slave owner, and his wife Kate Williams, who both owned Menard Estate, a 2,000-acre plantation. So with all that information, Kamala Harris is about 50% South Asian, 19% European, and 31% African. She now married Douglas Emhoff and made two...
And that's what I said, guys. I said about a quarter. She might be a quarter black. I said she might be a quarter, but she got some African ancestry, but she's still not an ADOS black. Let's say she was a 90% African ancestry. She's more Indian than anything. She is more Indian than anything. Let's go back to it. Hold on. She is more Indian than anything. Hold on. Let's go back and look at this. Hold on. This is good. So hold tight.
Kamala Harris is about 50% South.
So she's mostly an Indian. She's more Indian than anything. She's 50% Indian, 18% white. So how can she be black? How can she be black when she's more Indian? That's why I said I knew she had some black blood in her. This is good. I knew she had some black blood in her, but it's obvious that she's not 100% black. She's more of something else than of ADOS descent.
South Asian, 19% European, and 31% African. She now married Douglas Emhoff and made two beautiful black...
They marry a black man, married a white Irish man, a white Jew. I don't know if these are her kids or these are her kids before. I don't know. I don't know if they're her kids or not.
Children. Okay, we know that Kamala Harris is part Indian and part Jamaican, but let's dig deeper.
So what do you guys think about this? What do y'all think about this? What do y'all think about this about Kamala? I'm gonna play it one more time, and then we're gonna get to the next part, and then we're gonna end the stream. Hold
on. Her mother, Shyamala Gopalan, is 100% South Asian, while her father, Donald Jasper Harris, is biracial. Jasper's mother is Beryl Christie, a Jamaican woman of sub-Saharan African descent, and Jasper's father, Oscar Joseph Harris, is also biracial. Being the child of Joseph Alexander Harris, a British merchant and slave owner who owned a pimento plantation in Jamaica, and Oscar's mother, Christiana Chrissy Brown, a Jamaican woman, was biracial as well. Being the daughter of Hamilton Brown Jr., an Irish man living in Jamaica who had relations with Mary Malvina, a woman of sub-Saharan African descent, his parents being Hamilton Brown, a wealthy Irish slave owner, and his wife Kate Williams, who both owned Menard Estate, a 2,000-acre plantation. So with all that information, Kamala Harris is about 50% South Asian, 19% European, and 31% African. She now married Douglas Emhoff and made 2 beautiful black children.
So that's the one drop rule. That's why she looks racially ambiguous. But hold on. And then we're going to end this.
Okay, we know.
And during her tenure, she only sentenced 45 people total, not just black people, to state.
Let's clear up some confusion about my future president, Kamala Harris.
Yeah.
I know I'm coming. They know I'm coming. I know they gonna be there. And they know I'm gonna do the best job I can possibly do. I know I'm coming.
I remember it like it was yesterday. It was 1987. I'm sitting.
Oh, when was the day that I turned black? Okay, a story. I was born in 1971 to a black man.
Vice President Harris, how do you feel being the official Democratic candidate for president?
Thank you for your question, first of all. Let's level set. Okay. I am honored that the American people have spoken and have chosen me as who they want to lead this nation. Okay? It's a great honor and a pride. Okay? And let me be clear here. When I announced my candidacy, okay, we saw the best week of grassroots fundraising in the history of presidential campaign. Okay? So believe me when I say this is a people-led campaign. And we will.
That's good. That's good. That's good.
We will unburden ourselves by what has been and move on to what we can be. Okay? Does that answer your question?
Yes, thank you for your time, Vice President.
Thank you.
That's good. That's good.
So last week, you may have seen, he pulled out of the debate in September.
And so, yeah, guys, that's all this stuff is, guys. They're trying to push an agenda, guys. And this is what they think about black folks. They, they push the black agenda with nonsense.
Got the beat. I'm a never Trump guy.
I can't play it because of the music.
What's your favorite meal to cook?
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. them gonna push and bring me back a goat. Now cook it up.
What's your favorite?
Yeah, they want this woman in the White House just because.
Hi, how are you doing today? Hi, how are you? Hi, I'm the director of Hispanic Engagement with Turning Point USA. I want to know about the children that you're saying that are in order right now. Wait, would you answer this question real quick? No, I'm taking a picture real quick. I'm sorry. That you're getting behind me and saying that you're fighting for women. No, I'm not going to back up. Don't touch me. Don't touch me. I'm asking her. She's saying that she supports Hispanic. Those ladies asked her to take a picture. I don't care. You're in my way. Don't talk to me. Don't talk to me. She is damaging what is happening to Hispanic women and children at the border because she's promoting family reunification with child sex. You're not commenting on this issue. You are directly impacting the Hispanic demographic in a negative way. You are directly impacting what is happening with the children in this country, and you are not doing what you're supposed to be doing as a representative, representing women in this country. Shame on you. You're not going to win.
Because it's an election year. And increasingly, we're being fed doomsday scenarios.
Right. Yeah, you're right. He got it. I told you guys they play on your emotions, guys. I told you they play on emotion. We're going to play this and then we're going to end this because I got things to do. But hold tight.
And people want to be happy. So people are putting down their phones and turning on something that makes them feel happy. Caitlin Clark, Copa America, the Summer Olympics. Americans are much more united than anybody on their iPhone would acknowledge, but that's hard to sell. We really all want the same things, but we watch different news channels for it. But people are tired of the angst. This weekend, I turned on CNN. Didn't plan to, but they had a Kamala Harris special. It was like 2 hours. I didn't plan to watch it, but what I noticed between her and the other guy running is she smiled a lot. She was happy. She laughed. It wasn't constant finger pointing and grievance. And I found myself sitting there for 2 hours. It was kind of uplifting. It didn't really matter because I don't know much about Kamala Harris other than what I read, but it was like uplifting. And that's why I'm watching so much of the Olympics. And I watch so much of Copa and the Euros on Fox. Yesterday, I went to lunch with my daughter. It was a nice day out. All I saw, young couples, smiles, dogs, fun, people laughing, playing ping pong outside. People were happy. You would never know that if you sit staring at your iPhone all day because it's an election year.
All right, guys. Jamal True Love, and then we're gonna end this stream.
Here. You didn't even consult with us. You did this on a surprise basis. That's $15 million gone. What happened?
Black people, black people, black people. We keep on falling for the okie doke.
Right.
And this okie doke is done by our own people. Mm-hmm. You got all these black people, whether they are Democrats or Republicans, who are now screaming that Kamala Harris is not black, Kamala Harris is not black. And y'all will keep on showing this video where she is talking at an event or talking about Asian Heritage Month and how she is an Indian woman and then she talks about her mom and how she got Indian family in India. One of the things that kill me about black people sometimes is the fact that if a person who is of mixed heritage does not claim only the black part of her heritage, then they not black. We did the same thing with Tiger Woods at first when he first came out because, he was close to his mom, close to his mother's family. His mother was Asian. And so
I'm half Colombian, but for the purposes of this panel.
Well,
reparations for black people.
Well, listen, again, we had over 200 years of slavery. We had Jim Crow for almost a century. We had legalized discrimination and segregation, and now we have segregation and
governor.
All right, so let's get to the part about Jamal True Love real quick, and then we're going to end this, guys. And I've done some stuff about Jamal True Love in the past, and then we're going to end this. And thank you to everyone that donated and took the time out of your busy schedule to watch me, the kosher clinician. I appreciate it. All right, so hold on.
In 2008, I was framed for murder and wrongfully convicted by the office of Kamala Harris, sentenced 50 to life in prison. It took me 5.5 years to ultimately get back in the trial due to prosecutorial misconduct, and it took me another year to go to my second trial, to which I was vindicated by a jury of my peers. When I got convicted, Kamala Harris was in the courtroom. When I got sentenced 50 to life in prison, Kamala Harris was in the courtroom. When I look back and I seen her, she was smiling. And she did that stupid ass laugh that she do right now. This shit ain't funny.
But yet, they want you to vote for her. If you're a traditional black man, you can't vote for this woman. Guys, we're going to end this stream. Once again, thank you for everyone that donated. Thank you to the brothers and sisters that donated. I got another class for you guys on tomorrow, hopefully. Once again, guys, over 1,000 videos since January or February of 2001. I've done 1,000 videos. And, I got mixed success. Some of the success is good, some of it is bad. But I'm trying to take this channel to another level, and I need your help to help me do it. If you're not a member, become a member. I'm about to start a Patreon at some point, and I'm taking this channel to Rumble because of politics and you just never know. But anyway, guys, thank you, and shout out to everyone that donated. Gregory Scotland was the #1 sponsor of the stream. Shout out to Do the Fire Podcast with Gregory being the #1 sponsor. Shout out to Red Falls Black for the 5. Shout out to the Orange Peel Nurse for the 20. Shout out to Charles Mayo for 10. Shout out to Cody Marshall for 2. Shout out to Top Gun for 5. And shout out to Top Gun again for 5. And all the brothers that donate on the Cash App. I appreciate your love and support. Once again, guys, we're over 10,000. Over 10,000. And over 10,000. And shout out to the black sisters that are waking up. They're beginning to see how this oligarch system works. How these Boule negroes don't care about black people. They only care about themselves, and they only have an agenda. And they use psychomorphology or psychomorphism to sidetrack you and get you off kilter. So anyway, guys, we're going to end this stream. Thank you once again for watching, guys. We're going to end this stream. And guys, once again, hit the like button, donate to the channel. And I thank you guys once again for tuning in.
Tell them run it off. I wake up. Yeah. I wake up, flex, thumb down now. Check, no drip, this wet. Tell them run it off. No sleep, no rest. Might crash, might wreck. But first I stretch. Tell them run it off. I wake up, flex, thumb down now. Check, no drip, this wet. Tell them run it off. No sleep, no rest. Might crash, might wreck. But first I stretch. Tell them run it off. 9 out of 10 roll through my hands, I'm by my lonely. Turn to a savage, now my baby wants to hold me. I love my fans, don't need no friends, I got my homies.
Man, are you dealing with issues like this?
Some black men are interested in voting for her, and then you have other black men who are not. I talked about that extensively in a video on my channel, how black men are turning their back on Kamala Harris. And such is the case for a brother like this.
Dear black men, please remain strong. There's going to be a pressure on us to vote Democratic and for us to endorse Kamala Harris. Do not fall for the symbolism. Do not fall for the chucks and pearls. As black men, our vote is highly needed. And there's already talk about black men can't be trusted to vote for Kamala Harris. Well, you're exactly right. We're not falling for the you're not black if you don't vote for Joe Biden. We're going to logically make an informed decision. Kamala Harris has already went on record saying she would not pass any bills or laws that would directly benefit African Americans. So black men, let's be very careful. Let's be able to deal with the criticism. Let's be able to deal with being called sellouts. Let's be able to deal with being called racist. Because right now, the Democratic Party needs our vote for Kamala Harris to be president. And they're already saying we can't be trusted. Well, you're right. We can't be trusted. We're going to make an informed decision. Kamala Harris, sit down. What are you willing to do for the black race other than falsely represent us as a black woman with chucks and pearls in your sorority? Black men, it's finna get hard. We are under attack, but we must remain strong.
But Harris is not the answer. Book a session. Harris is not the answer. Book a session.
You need to tell me that the possible first black female president, her primary message, her platform is to promote the very thing that was meant to wipe out our race. That's what she's running on? What
do you mean by that?
Congress passes a law to restore those freedoms, I will sign it into law.
1 Kamala, 2 Kamala, 3 Kamala, whoa. Which candidate you endorse? Fried chicken to jerk sauce. Chopsticks to rice off. President is on the menu. Now you got some black in you. Willie Brown, see that's irrelevant. Montel Williams said you were celibate.
Yes, I know. There needs to be outreach and inclusion.
And certainly you could become the first Indian senator in U.S. history, which would be quite an accomplishment.
Not good.
You could become the first Indian senator in U.S. history, which would be quite an accomplishment.
Not good.
First Indian vice president.
Yes, I know.
And so black women's intelligence. She's not like us. Where's your lineage? Half Jamaican and half Indian. Around us, she black pretendian.
Yes, I know.
Tulsi Gabbard had you fidgeting.
Senator Harris says she's proud of her record as a prosecutor and that she'll be a prosecutor president, but I'm deeply concerned about this record. There are too many examples to cite, but she put over 1,500 people in jail for marijuana violations and laughed about it when she was asked if she ever smoked marijuana.
Have you ever smoked?
I have.
Oh,
And I inhale. I did inhale.
She kept people in prison beyond their sentences to use them as cheap labor for the state of California.
You actually locked anybody up?
No, we never locked anybody up.
Lying ass bitch. Sister girl, she repositioned. All the black men in prison them. What about Matrice Richardson? Black man on death row found innocent. You fake as a pink iguana. You the female version Obama.
Yes, I know.
Banging Snoop, blow marijuana. You take after your white mama.
Yes, I know.
You'll have white Jamaican father.
Yes, I know. Celebrating Kwanzaa. Every year, our family would, and our extended family, we would gather around.
You ain't celebrating no Kwanzaa.
Yes, I know.
All the black women support you. They projecting, this is why they endorse you.
Yes, I know.
Their self-worth is cracked. Identify what you know and you ain't black. Only reason to vote, you saying that. Say the hell with your people, it's all cap.
Yes, I know.
Reparations, you heard her, she like, aw. Give something only to black people? No.
So I'm not going to sit here and say I'm going to do something that's only going to benefit black people. No.
The 44,000 of y'all. Short the 42 million who didn't call. What I'm saying, it's all facts.
Democrats do not want to talk about Kamala Harris' policies. This is a rabbit hole. They want to play the race card to distract. I'm voting for Trump because I want a secure border. I want low prices. I don't like inflation. On the other hand, you got Kamala Harris, Edward, who wants open borders, who wants to eliminate ICE, who compares ICE with the KKK. I don't like those policies, but they insult the intelligence of every black American because they're asking black Americans to vote based on skin color.
Don't give them nothing, just tell her skin is black.
No.
And you ain't black.
No.
Kamala.
No.
Her skin is
black.
No.
And
you ain't black.
No.
Her skin is
No.
Her skin is
No.
Her skin is
No.
And you ain't black. 1 Kamala, 2 Kamala, 3 Kamala, whoa. You don't support us, we don't vote. We stand on business and we spoke. Reparations, we heard you, you said no. 1 Kamala, 2 Kamala, 3 Kamala, whoa. Which candidate you endorse? Fried chicken to jerk sauce. Chopsticks to rice sauce. Black men, we say no to Kamala Harris. You can't come over here and pretend like you one of us. 1 minute you Indian, 1 minute you Asian. Nah, just be that. That's who you get to vote for you. Yeah. Yeah. You can't run on.
I'm going to do something that's only going to benefit black people? No.
And you ain't black.
Do you support reparations for black people?
So I'm not going to sit here and say I'm going to do something that's only going to benefit black people? No.
Okay, I see what you is. Bitch, you played yourself. I'm sorry. Played yourself. Bitch, you had a chance.
choose wisely.